of God, save him.
What do you want me to do? You don't even have health insurance card.
She refused to save my father because of money. Doctor, why?
Every generation believes disaster belongs to someone else.
I enjoy life. Life is too short.
Exactly. The more reason why we need to protect it.
Tomorrow has buried many confidently.
Sound as if disaster is waiting outside. And what if nothing happens?
Then it means we bought peace.
Oh, it means I have wasted money.
Are they actually going to show up when people need them?
The public has judged insurers harshly.
When a man becomes a husband, he becomes a roof over another life.
Pain sometimes disguises itself as pride. When you fail to prepare for your family's survival.
Enough! Elma! My husband is dying. Please, I beg you in the name of God, save him.
What do you want me to do? You don't even have health insurance card.
She refused to save my father because of money. Doctor, why?
Every generation believes disaster belongs to someone else.
I enjoy life. Life is too short.
Exactly. The more reason why we need to protect it.
Tomorrow has buried many confidently.
Sound as if disaster is waiting outside. And what if nothing happens?
Then it means we bought peace.
Oh, it means I have wasted money.
Are they actually going to show up when people need them?
The public has judged insurers harshly.
When a man becomes a husband, he becomes a roof over another life.
Pain sometimes disguises itself as pride. When you fail to prepare for your family's survival.
Enough! Elma! My husband is dying. Please, I beg you in the name of God, save him.
What do you want me to do? You don't even have health insurance card.
She refused to save my father because of money. Doctor, why?
Every generation believes disaster belongs to someone else.
I enjoy life. Life is too short.
Exactly. The more reason why we need to protect it.
Tomorrow has buried many confidently.
Sound as if disaster is waiting outside. And what if nothing happens?
Then it means we bought peace.
Oh, it means I have wasted money.
Are they actually going to show up when people need them?
The public has judged insurers harshly.
When a man becomes a husband, he becomes a roof over another life.
Pain sometimes disguises itself as pride. When you fail to prepare for your family's survival.
Enough! Elma! My husband is dying. Please, I beg you in the name of God, save him.
What do you want me to do? You don't even have health insurance card.
She refused to save my father because of money. Doctor, why?
Every generation believes disaster belongs to someone else.
I enjoy life. Life is too short.
Exactly. The more reason why we need to protect it.
Tomorrow has buried many confidently.
Sound as if disaster is waiting outside. And what if nothing happens?
Then it means we bought peace.
Oh, it means I have wasted money.
Are they actually going to show up when people need them?
The public has judged insurers harshly.
When a man becomes a husband, he becomes a roof over another life.
Pain sometimes disguises itself as pride. When you fail to prepare for your family's survival.
Enough! Elma!
In Africa, we say, when the rain begins to beat you, you remember where you dried your body. For many families, that rain came without warning and without shelter. There was a time when insurance was a stranger at our door, a language too distant for the market woman, too complex for the farmer, too silent for the dreams of a continent rising. But every story has a beginning from a simple thought. A whisper in the heart was born the Africa Bank Assurance Storytellers Forum. ABSF, a vision not just to speak insurance, but to tell it, live it, and make Africa feel it. Because until the lion tells his story, the hunter will always be the hero. So we chose to tell our own story. First came Cover Me, where screens became classrooms and drama became understanding. Then the pen spoke and the pages turned from horror of an African woman to When Life Happens. 5 volumes of truth wrapped in fiction, each one echoing a simple message. Life happens, but protection matters. And now, we stand at a new dawn, for no matter how long the night, the day must break. Today, under one roof from every corner of Africa and beyond, physically and virtually, we gather not just for an event, but for a movement. The unveiling of the Absf Conference and Film Showcase, where stories meet strategy, where films ignite understanding, where voices shape the future of insurance in Africa. And like the river that never forgets its source, another story flows forth. Toby and Caraballo Dumeje, my insurance love in Lusaka, a journey of discovery, of love, of
filmmakers, media, entrepreneurs, students, and visionaries.
a story many never knew.
To reshape the
Till
narrative,
now,
restore trust, and raise the
no
numbers.
individual can embrace
Absf Conference and Film Showcase 2026.
storytelling.
From tales to trust, reimagining Africa's insurance story.
Protected Africa. And to the guardians of this vision, our ABSF Board of Trustees, spanning every region of Africa, we say, like pillars holding the sky, you stand firm, guiding this revolution with wisdom and unity, so that together we may build a prosperous and economically resilient African society where no family stands unprotected. Welcome to the story we are writing, not just with words, but with impact. Welcome to ABSF.
38 centuries ago, in the palace of Pharaoh, God used a dream, and Joseph used wisdom to teach the mathematics of risk, protection, and preparation for tomorrow. But somewhere along the journey, Africa lost the story. Today, insurance penetration across Africa remains below 3%, while many young minds walk away from the powerful world of actuarial science and risk management. Now the storytellers are rising again. On Saturday 23rd May 2026, at Radisson Blue Hotels, Isaac John Street, the ABSF Conference and Film Showcase gathers thought leaders, insurers, actuaries, filmmakers, media, entrepreneurs, students, and visionaries. To reshape the narrative, restore trust, and raise the numbers. Absf Conference and Film Showcase 2026. From Tales to Trust, reimagining Africa's insurance story. "38 centuries ago, in the palace of Pharaoh, God used a dream, and Joseph used wisdom to teach the mathematics of risk, protection, and preparation for tomorrow. But somewhere along the journey, Africa lost the story. Today, insurance penetration across Africa remains below 3%, while many young minds walk away from the powerful world of actuarial science and risk management. Now the storytellers are rising again. On Saturday, 23rd May 2026, at Redison Blue Hotel, Isaac John Street, the Absf Conference and Film Showcase gathers thought leaders, insurers, actuaries, filmmakers, media, entrepreneurs, students, and visionaries to reshape the narrative, restore trust, and raise the numbers. Absf Conference and Film Showcase 2026. From Tales to Trust, reimagining Africa's insurance story. "38 centuries ago, in the palace of Pharaoh, God used a dream, and Joseph used wisdom to teach the mathematics of risk, protection, and preparation for tomorrow. But somewhere along the journey, Africa lost the story. Today, insurance penetration across Africa remains below 3%, while many young minds walk away from the powerful world of actuarial science and risk management. Now the storytellers are rising again. On Saturday, 23rd May 2026, at Redison Blue Hotels, Isaac John Street, the Absf Conference and Film Showcase gathers thought leaders, insurers, actuaries, filmmakers, media, entrepreneurs, students, and visionaries to reshape the narrative, restore trust, and raise the numbers. Absf Conference and Film Showcase 2026. From Tales to Trust, reimagining Africa's insurance story.
In Africa, we say, when the rain begins to beat you, you remember where you tried.
38 centuries ago,
For many families,
in the palace of Pharaoh, God used a dream, and Joseph used wisdom to teach the mathematics of risk, protection, and preparation for tomorrow. But somewhere along the journey, Africa lost the story. Today, insurance penetration across Africa remains below 3%, while many young minds walk away from the powerful world of actuarial science and risk management. Now the storytellers are rising again. On Saturday, 23rd May 2026, at Redison Blue Hotels, Isaac John Street, the Absf Conference and Film Showcase gathers thought leaders, insurers, actuaries, filmmakers, media, entrepreneurs, students, and visionaries to reshape the narrative, restore trust, and raise the numbers. Absf Conference and Film Showcase 2026. From Tales to Trust, reimagining Africa's insurance story.
but protection matters.
38 centuries ago, in the palace of Pharaoh, God used a dream, and Joseph used wisdom to teach the mathematics of risk, protection, and preparation for tomorrow. But somewhere along the journey, Africa lost the story. Today, insurance penetration across Africa remains below 3%, while many young minds walk away from the powerful world of actuarial science and risk management. Now that storytellers are rising again.
I'm delighted to be part
On
of the
Saturday,
inaugural African
23rd May
Bancassurance
2026,
Storytellers Forum Conference.
at Redison
It is
Blue
truly an honor
Hotels, Isaac John Street, the Absf Conference and Film Showcase gathers thought leaders, insurers, actuaries, filmmakers, media, entrepreneurs, students, and visionaries to reshape the narrative, restore trust, and raise the numbers. ABSF Conference and Film Showcase 2026. From
Like pillars holding the sky, you stand firm, guiding this revolution with wisdom and unity so that together we may build a prosperous and economically resilient African society where no family stands unprotected. Welcome to the story we are writing, not just with words, but with impact. Welcome to ABSF.
"38 centuries ago, in the palace of Pharaoh, God used a dream, and Joseph used wisdom to teach the mathematics of risk, protection, and preparation for tomorrow. But somewhere along the journey, Africa lost the story. Today, insurance penetration across Africa remains below 3%, while many young minds walk away from the powerful world of actuarial science and risk management. Now the storytellers are rising again. On Saturday, 23rd May 2026, at Redison Blue Hotels, Isaac John Street, the ABSF Conference and Film Showcase gathers thought leaders, insurers, actuaries, filmmakers, media, entrepreneurs, students, and visionaries to reshape the narrative, restore trust, and raise the numbers. ABSF Conference and Film Showcase 2026. From Tales to Trust, reimagining Africa's insurance story.
My husband is dying. Please, I beg you in the name of God, save him.
What do you want me to do? You don't even have health insurance card.
She refused to save my father because of money. Doctor! Why?
Every generation believes disaster belongs to someone else.
I enjoy life. Life is too short.
Exactly. The more reason why we need to protect it.
Tomorrow has buried many confidently.
Sound as if disaster is waiting outside. And what if nothing happens?
Then it means we bought peace.
Oh, it means I have wasted money.
Are they actually going to show up when people need them?
The public has judged insurers harshly.
When a man becomes a husband, he becomes a roof over another life.
Pain sometimes disguises itself as pride. When you fail to prepare for your family's survival.
Enough! Elma!
In Africa, we say, when the rain begins to beat you, you remember where you dried your body. For many families, that rain came without warning and without shelter. There was a time when insurance was a stranger at our door, a language too distant for the market woman, too complex for the farmer, too silent for the dreams of a continent rising. But every story has a beginning from a simple thought. A whisper in the heart was born the Africa Bank Assurance Storytellers Forum. ABSF, a vision not just to speak insurance, but to tell it, live it, and make Africa feel it. Because until the lion tells his story, the hunter will always be the hero. So we chose to tell our own story. First came Cover Me, where screens became classrooms and drama became understanding. Then the pen spoke and the pages turned from horror of an African woman to When Life Happens. 5 volumes of truth wrapped in fiction, each one
of God, save him.
What do you want me to do? You don't even have health insurance card.
She refused to save my father because of money. Doctor! Why?
Every generation believes disaster belongs to someone else.
I enjoy life. Life is too short.
Exactly. The more reason why we need to protect it.
Tomorrow has buried many confident men.
Sound as if disaster is waiting outside. And what if nothing happens?
Then it means we bought peace.
Oh, it means I have wasted money.
Are they actually going to show up when people need them?
The public has judged insurers harshly.
When a man becomes a husband, he becomes a roof over another life.
Pain sometimes disguises itself as pride.
When you fail to prepare for your family's survival.
Enough!
1, 2, 1, 2. All right, good afternoon, everyone. We want to beg for starting very late. We're trying to put all modalities in place. By 4 o'clock on dot, we're starting this event properly. And on behalf of the committee, I want to say a big sorry for starting this event late. Thank you very much.
Third,
So I'd like our ushers to help us bring our guests to the front. The seats at the front are very vacant, please. Thank you very much. I can see my boss at the back. Thank you. Thank you. Let's occupy the space at the front, please. Thank you very much.
at Redison Blue Hotels, Isaac John Street, the Absf Conference and Film Showcase gathers thought leaders, insurers, actuaries, filmmakers, media, entrepreneurs, students, and visionaries.
Generation believes disaster belongs to someone else.
I enjoy life. Life is too short.
Exactly. The more reason why we need to protect it.
Tomorrow has buried many confident men.
Sound as if disaster is waiting outside. And what if nothing happens?
Then it means we bought peace.
Oh, it means I have wasted money.
Are they actually going to people need them?
The public has judged insurers harshly.
When a man becomes a husband, he becomes a roof over another life.
Pain sometimes disguises itself as pride.
When you fail to prepare for your family's survival.
Enough! Elma!
My husband is dying. Please, I beg you in the name of God, save him.
What do you want me to do? You don't even have health insurance card.
She refused to save my father because of money. Doctor! Why?
Every generation believes disaster belongs to someone else.
I enjoy life. Life is too short.
Exactly. The more reason why we need to protect it.
Tomorrow has buried.
On their child dedication day, who will get more money, the man or the woman? The woman, right? Now the child starts school. Who will pay school fees, the man or the woman? We are getting there. From primary 1 to primary 6, who will pay school fees? From, GSS 1 to SS3, who will still pay school fees? It's the two of them. Mommy, I like you. I like you so much. The two of them, right? But majority said the man. Now, after graduation, the child got a good job. He decided to give the first salary to God for taking him this far. The second salary, he decides to give one, man or woman? Woman, right? That the boy will now buy ogogoro and come and give us. Every spirit of ogogoro, Holy Ghost, after all they suffer. I tell my son, each time I buy Pampers, I show, and I buy am. No, be say after everything you buy Hollandis, buy motor, give your mama. Only me, you come buy ogogoro and walking stick. That will not be our portion in Jesus' name. All right, ladies and gentlemen, quickly we're going to start, and I'd like to invite somebody here who will lead us in the opening prayer, because we need to call on God who has made today possible. So join me as I make welcome the Managing Director of Guinea Insurance. Please put your hands together for Daddy, who will be leading us in the opening prayer. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Can we rise to pray? Heavenly Father, we want to thank you for an opportunity to be gathered. Thank you for all you've done for us. Thank you for this landmark event. We commit every activity into your hands. We pray that your spirit will be with us throughout the program in Jesus' name. We cover every activity with the blood of Jesus. We pray that no evil shall befall any of us in Jesus' name. As we are gathered, O Lord, for a landmark event in the annals of insurance in Nigeria, we pray that this will not be the last in Jesus' name. The profession insurance will continue to work stronger and stronger by the day in the mighty name of Jesus. And all of us that are in the business, all of us that are professionals, all of us that are aspiring to become professionals, God will make us grant all our requests in Jesus' name. Thank you, Father, for answered prayer. We declare this program open in the name of God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit. Amen and amen. Thank you so much.
We can put our hands together for our Creator. Please put your hands together for your Creator. Thank you very much. And thank you very much, Daddy, for the opening prayer. We are going straight to business. But I'd like to know how many of us went to private school? Private school. Let me see your hands up. Private school. How many of us? Only you, bros. 2. Just 2 of us. Private school. Okay. So I need to break it down. Okay, the primary school. How many of us went to private school? Let me see your hands up. Okay, we have about 4.5. The Gen Z, sir. How many of us went to public school? And you're proud of it. I can tell you that private school of those days, I think they are more better than the public school of those days are even more better than the... Okay, for those of us that went to private school, you should know this. You should be familiar with this. Private school. 10 green bottles. All right. 10 green bottles. If 1 green bottle. I think. So people are not getting back to memory lane. All right, but those of us that went to public school, you will know this one. Iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀, iṣẹ́ ilẹ̀ wa, ẹni kò ṣiṣẹ́. If you don't know, just shut your mouth. Follow them. Ìwé kíkọ́. I'm getting there. You said you went to private school, oh? You used to see them in private school. Say, wherever you go. All of you went to public school. All of you went to public school. Ladies and gentlemen, that was on a lighter note. We're going straight to business, and first on my list is to invite the chairman of this very conference of the Absf Conference. If your hands are not busy, please jam those hands for Mr. Chima Nwachukwu, who will be giving us the opening remark. Please celebrate him. Once again, we can put our hands together for Mr. Okay, Mr. Chima, you want to take... Okay. You want to start from the back? Or he's a guy man. Looking at him, you don't know but he's a very good man. Once again, please put your hands together for Mr. Chima Nwachukwu, who will be giving us the opening remark for this conference. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. Today is not usual, conventional
distinguished special guest here physically present at this magnificent house of Radisson View Hotel in Lagos, our revered elders and industry leaders, our panelists, partners, storytellers, creatives, media practitioners, insurance professionals, friends of Africa, and to the great men and women joining us virtually from different corners of Africa and the world. I welcome you all. There is an African saying that says, until the lion learns to light, every story will glorify the hunter. This evening, we have gathered because Africa must finally learn to tell our own story. Ladies and gentlemen, more than 36 centuries ago, before insurance became a policy document in London, before actuarial science became a university course in Europe, before brokers, underwriters, and reinsurers emerged in modern markets, there was a young African prisoner named Joseph, standing before Pharaoh in his palace in Egypt. And Pharaoh had a dream, a troubling dream. 7 healthy cows swallowed by 7 new cows. 7 full ears of corn consumed 7 dry ears caught by the east wind. Kings, priests, and wise men could not decode the future hidden inside that dream. Joseph looked beyond the dream and saw risk. He saw uncertainty. He saw economic collapse. He saw a coming catastrophe capable of wiping away nations and civilizations. But more importantly, Joseph saw solution. And what did he do? He calculated what humanity would contribute during the 7 years of abundance in order to survive the 7 years of famine. That calculation was the first insurance premium. That wisdom was the first actuarial science. That strategy was the first organized risk management system known to mankind. And because one man understood the importance of protection, Egypt survived, and Africa survived, and the world survived. That distinguished guest is the true story of insurance. But badly, or sadly, somewhere along the line of civilization, Africa stopped telling that story to our children. And when the people stop telling their stories, strangers package those stories and sell it back to them. Just like crude oil drilled from the creeks of Nigeria and the Cabinda plunges of Angola, refined in distant lands and shipped back to us at a higher price. The wisdom that once lived in Pharaoh's palace, traveled across continents, was repackaged in Lot's house, clothed in foreign language, wrapped in foreign suits, and brought back to Africa as though it was never ours. And today, after more than 36 centuries, insurance penetration across Africa still struggles within less than 3%. Why? Because our people cannot emotionally connect with the story that were never told belong to them. Insurance was presented to Africans as paperwork instead of protection, as policy instead of people, as commission instead of compassion, as sales instead of survival. But one thing life has taught me in my little moment on earth is this: every generation must rise and solve its own problems. That is why we are gathered here today from across Africa. Not merely for another conference, but for a movement, a rebirth, a restoration of memory. We are here to tell the story again to reclaim the narrative, to rebuild trust in the very system that once saved humanity from starvation during the 7 years of famine. Because when stories are properly told, people no longer buy products, they buy food. And when trust is rebuilt, industries rise, nations prosper, and generations are transformed. That is the mission of the Africa Bancassurance Storytellers Forum. And I'm deeply hopeful that before we leave this conference, every person seated here will carry a renewed conviction that Africa has stories capable of healing economies, transforming industries, and protecting futures. And so on behalf of our board of trustees, our management team, our partners, and every passionate soul behind this vision, I gladly welcome you all to the ABF Conference and Field Showcase 2026. It is a story time. Relax, connect, learn, dream, and enjoy yourself. Thank you, and welcome to ABSF. God bless you.
We can do better than that. A round of applause for the chairman of this event. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. He has just said it all. He has asked us to relax and enjoy. Ladies and gentlemen, I have names of dignitaries that we will be inviting on stage to give us a talk. And I have some of them who are currently online waiting for us, and some are here. Ladies and gentlemen, in no particular order, I'll be inviting our chief host, ably represented by we have Mr. Can we please put our hands together for Mr. Samuel Ojewe? Please put your hands together for him.
No problem. Yes, I'm covered. Yeah. Sorry, I thought there would be a stand here so that I'll be able to properly present the laptop because. So, yeah. Good evening, everybody. Yeah, this is a wonderful program. My name is Samuel Ojewe. I will be representing my MD, Mrs. Ebele Chuku Uwan Chuku. I call her my MD because she is my MD. She is unavailably absent because of several events that are happening at the same time. And as it stands, we have been distributed. And I think it is safe for me to say that she is omnipresent. Apologies. Yeah, she is omnipresent. Okay. So permit me to read her speech. Okay. Okay. Good evening, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great pleasure to be here with you today in this in this special ABSF conference and storytelling. Like what ABSF stand for. While I was there, I was trying to know what the meaning, and A is Association, B of Bancassurance Storytellers Forum. It is actually a wonderful. I was just listening to the advert, and a lot of things caught my attention. I bring warm greeting on behalf of Rex Insurance Limited, and I am honored to join you for this presentation, for the presentation of the future isn't waiting. So when I saw the caption, it resonates and translated something in my mind. The future isn't waiting. A powerful adaptation of the book, Toby and Carabello Odumeje, My Insurance Love in Lusaka, written by Chima Nwanchukwu. This event is more than film showcase. It is a celebration of storytelling, innovation, trust, and the future of Africa at large. At the heart of this book, the story is about love. The story is about connections between people. The story is about trust. And most importantly, the story is about insurance, not just the premium, policy document, or the product, but it's about promise. And what we meant by promise, a promise of protection, a promise of security, a promise that in a circumstances that are beyond our control, when we are experienced or faced with a circumstance beyond our control, someone will be there with us. And who is the person? An insurance company, will be there with us for us to be able to, guarantee our financial security. Across Africa today, we are building a new conversation around insurance. The conversations that we are building are more human related. They are more relatable, basically. And they are more clear to everybody, to everyday life. And which is why this event is very important. Like what it was projected before the program commenced. Insurance documentation, policy wordings, are very complicated, that you will need a lawyer, to interpret some of the clauses that we need to, or a policy holder need to adapt and to keep on with before they can, they can be guaranteed covered. But with this storytelling initiative, is bringing the entire cover, the entire insurance product and policy wordings very closer to people. And storytelling, like what, if I may continue, give us a powerful way, to ensure we bring the entire complex statement in the policy wordings very close, to the users of insurance products. When we tell insurance stories through books, films, and culture, and I'm going to add religion to it, because culture and religion provide a kind of barrier to insurance uptake, because I believe we can all relate to this statement that God is our protector. I know everyone had that. I could remember when I was giving a lecture in my church. I mean, the feedback that I got was a bit not palatable. They all echoed that we have Jesus on our side. I know the same Bible. The Bible is so balanced that we should be very wise. We should be wise as what, as a serpent, right? So when we bring the insurance, when we bring the insurance concept through this medium, we will help people see insurance differently. As we see insurance differently as something that is very close and not distant. I could hear that they talk about the way the policies and insurance is being presented to the people. It makes insurance to be very distant from the people, and it's so complicated to understand and comprehend by the users. So when we infuse insurance into this medium that I've mentioned, it makes people will see insurance differently, and they'll be able to relate with it. They'll be able to relate with it and be able to look at insurance as something that is very personal, valuable, and relevant to families, business, and our community at large. This showcase reminds us that the future of insurance in Africa must speak the language of the people. And I'm going to mention the language of the people. The language that people can easily resonate with and understand, which is the language of trust. It speaks volume when we talk about trust. Because when we start coding some exception, exclusion into our policy wording, people begin to doubt the trust that is embedded in insurance. So we need to begin to unpack that and begin to let them understand that, speak their language basically, which is the language of trust, the language of relationships, the language of resilience, and then the language of hope. The future is indeed not waiting. I just had to reiterate that. If the future is not waiting, we too, we must not wait. And so, we must continue to innovate. We must continue to educate. We must also continue to build an insurance culture that truly serve the next generation across the continent. I'm going to close like this. I congratulate the author, Chima Nwachukwu, and everyone that contributed in one way or the other in making sure that this program come to life. I thank you all for being here, and I wish us a wonderful and inspiring evening. Before I end, I would like to part with this statement. At least can I use the word stole? I love that statement basically, that life happens, but protection matters. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Samuel. Thank you so much for a wonderful lecture you just gave to us, representing the MD CEO of Rex Insurance, Mrs. Ebelechukwu. Once again, let's put our hands together for Mr. Sam. Still to come, we have the chairman, Nigerian Insurance Association, ably represented by my beautiful mommy, Mrs. Bola Odukale. Can we please put our hands together for her?
Good. This is evening already, so I can say good evening, the chairman of this occasion, and good evening, everyone. Um, so, sorry, I just wanted to be sure of what I meant to do exactly. So it's my pleasure to be here this afternoon on behalf of the chairman of the Nigeria Insurance Association. For those who are not members of our industry, of the insurance industry, Nigeria Insurance Association is the association of all insurance companies and reinsurance companies in Nigeria. We're a trade association and very formidable in the industry. Indeed, it's my pleasure to be here today. I came just like every other person, and for me, as soon as I sat down, because I couldn't really fully comprehend what this was all about, at the onset. So I was really excited because it started, when I got in, it started with, there was the film, the movie or something like that was on the screen. So I was really excited. I wanted to see what this was all about. I said, because I'm somebody who likes watching, anything that is African and that is movie. I'm not good with all the English paparazzis. I usually don't hear too much of what they say, but when it is Africa, speaking in our own language, I'm usually very excited. And of course, when I then started hearing insurance there, my excitement, became more. So indeed, in the few moments that I've sat here, it's been, a very exciting thing to see insurance being told as a story. And I picked a word that my brother who just finished, referenced when he was rounding up, on his speech, that life happens, but insurance matters. That was a key word for me that I also picked. Indeed, it's a big one for us to be telling our insurance stories in a way that even the I don't want to use the most foolish, the simplest of anybody can understand beyond all of the grammars that we speak within our office walls. So on behalf of the NIA, I want to say big congratulations to the team that has put this together. This is novel, quite honestly, and I think it's something that will go a long way, for us as an industry to help to break things down, in the simplest of language. I was wondering as I sat there, I said, what if I'm able to sit in the morning and I call a young person, living with me, and I say, okay, so today, where are you going? And he says, I'm going to so place. I'm going to school. And I'm able to ask, okay, so when you get to school, what is going to happen? What would you be doing? And he says, this. I say, okay, how are you going to get there? What do you think can happen? Is there anything, that you will need to ensure that you get there? Rain is likely to fall. Do you need to do anything to ensure that, you are protected from the rain? Okay, you don't have enough money on you. Do you need to take certain steps to ensure that you are not stranded on the way as you are going? Do you need to do certain things to ensure that actually what you want to go and do there, you get there and you are able to do it? What are the different steps that you are able to take to forestall certain things from happening? It's simple insurance. We're already telling the story. That is, what are the risks that we face on a day-to-day basis? And of course, everybody, institution, organizations do face risks, no matter what it is, on a daily basis. So when we see the fact that there are risks everywhere, in every little thing, in every little steps that we take on a daily basis, in our daily lives, in our daily vocations, and we're able to take one step, two steps to ensure that we can mitigate this risk so that we can achieve what we want to achieve at the end of the day. It's just simple insurance. Knowing that there's risk, we take, precautions.
which is the protection, and we get to where we are going to. Those telling our stories in very, very, very simple and simplistic manner that anybody can just understand. So for me, this is very novel, and indeed, on behalf of NIA, I want to say big congratulations to the team that has put this together, such that by the time this, permeates our entire industry, then we have, a different way, of putting our businesses, our products out there, rather than the big, very ambiguous, very big grammars that we tell at times, and people are not able to understand the simple things, the simple meaning and the simple reason why we should take an insurance policy. So Toby and the team, Mr. Nwachuku and everybody, I want to say big congratulations to you. You guys are doing great, and I know that this will help to tell a different story as far as our business of insurance is concerned. So once again, congratulations.
Thank you very much, our beautiful mommy. Mommy, you said you have a few words. Up next, we'll be having the president of the Chartered Institute of the CIIN, sorry, ably represented by the DG Registry, Registrar, Mrs. Tiamiyu Abimbola. Oh, my beautiful mommy. Thank you very much.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Sirs and Ma. My director asked me to go up. Thank you very much. Yeah, so once again, good evening. So on behalf of the President and Chairman of Council, Mrs. Yetunde Olubunmi Lori, we want to congratulate the team led by Mr. Chima and, of course, Dr. Toby. Sorry, I'm using first names because their surname always escape my head. So we congratulate you, and we are proud to be associated with you. Why are we proud to be associated with the team? Is because we see this thing more of educative than marketing or any other thing, or selling of insurance. Because by the time young people, they go to the movies, they watch movies a lot. I also do it with some of my friends, but not as constant as they do. And I'm sure the president too, once in a while, will do it when she has time. So, but you see, by the time you're able to catch them through movies, lots of them don't read. We read better than them. So you catch the younger generation through movies, you catch the older generations through reading. So we're getting a glimpse or a combination of the two. So the Secretariat or the Institute is very, very happy to be associated with this, because we know by developing this more, we will be able to catch them young and would also be able to catch the older generations that read. By the time, I've read about 3 of Mr. Chima's books, and they're very wonderful. I gave it to my children too. I always force them to read. So when they read and you tell me what is there, I'll give you like 5K. So when they are broke, you see them reading, because they know once they read and they come to me and they tell me what is there, they will get free cash. So it's my own way of encouraging them to read, because if not, all they read is just e-books. They don't read hard copy. They don't. So I give them the book. You have to read it. When you finish reading, you tell me, you pass my questions, I'll give you some cash. So we always need to find a way to encourage these young ones to read hard copy books. I know soft copy books are good, but hard copy books are better. So on behalf of the Secretariat, the President, the Chairman of Council, the entire Council, we congratulate the team and we wish you well. And in any way we can support, minus finance. In any way we can support, you can count on us for that. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
That was a beautiful one until she broke my heart. Except finance. We're getting there. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to digress a little. I have a spoken word artist in the house today. If hands are not busy, please jam your hands for AK, the spoken word machine. Please put your hands together for him.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are here talking about insurance, and insurance is the best thing in life. It's good to insure your life because of tomorrow, because nobody knows tomorrow. Am I talking to somebody here? Thank you. Good afternoon, my people. Hear the voice of the old man that speaks and shatters like that of the Iroko, that gives you the assurance you need. With ABSF, the assurance you need is here. Relax. Calm down. The drum that speaks before the storms listens. In the beginning, before the storm found his voice, there is always a drum. In Africa, we say the drum beat changes, but the dancers must adapt. Yet, many do not hear the sound of the drum. Not because it was silent, no, but because its language was too strong. The assurance speaks, but the people did not listen. And so, when the war rose like angry spirit, when fear uprose, speaks like angry gods, when shakers knocked without invitation, we did not hear the sound. We did what we have always done. We endure. But listen, endurance is not immediately. No. The same sun that smites better hardens clay. Whoa. What perfect one destroys another? We gather here not as traitors, but as traitors of truth. Because somewhere in Africa, between risk and rain, there is always a story written to be told. And when you are telling a story, tell it properly, not in a cold language of classes. Because our people understand stories. They always have. And when a story is not told properly, the futures grows bonds quietly. That is why ABSF stands not as an event, because the strong they hold bounds together with strong and meaning. With all you need is in ABSF. Did our ancestors not story gain in the old against famine? Did they not build together? Did they not bronze together, raised together? Insurance is not new to us. It is simply a forgotten story, written to be told with our own voice. And so, we rise. Storytelling with proper ensures to say, let the feud man understand the risks of our life. Like the stain, let the thunder seize its way. let the young dream without fear and stand endless. We must return to the old times to continue, to create, to connect, to build, to rise. This is not about fear. No! It is about storytelling. And when you tell stories that is about A, B, S, F, you know the courage to build together is what we are here to learn. The future does not begin now to be silent. It belongs to those who can tell tomorrow, today, tonight, with those people who knows about insurance. We are the voice to speak before the loss. We are the beginning before unclarity and assurance. Let the story raise deeply, holds unable until every market, every home, every market understands what we are here and what we are up to. Understand that it's not a failed let, but it is right written in wisdom. As the leader reminds us, no matter how long the night, the day must surely come. When the day comes, it will find us ready. Because here in ABSF, we do not wait before the storm passes. We teach our people how to do it, how to stand in the rain and build, even when it's still raining. Thank you.
Once more, a round of applause for AK. You know, when I was growing up, I tried this spoken word. It didn't work. It didn't work at all. The man was just giving me books to read. Then I moved from spoken word to doing rhymes. Then they asked me to recite one rhyme. They said, Betty butter, bought some butter, blah, blah, blah. It didn't work. Oh. Then I moved to comedy. I think comedy is paying my bills now. You know, comedy can just, I don't do vulgar jokes anyway. You can just jam Oga and Madam together. Everybody will laugh. Then you get your cash and move on. Once again, let's put our hands together for AK, the spoken word artist. Like I said at the beginning of this event, we have a lot of us who registered and are watching online currently now. And we have some of our guests too online who will be giving us their own. Are they ready? So ladies and gentlemen, if they are not ready, we have to move from that to another because of time. So special shout out to those of us who are watching online. Can we please do something for them? Let's give them a round of applause to also celebrate them. Can we tell them we love them? We love you, all right? Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to use this medium to call on the next person who will be giving us a talk tonight. I don't know if Okay, I've been told that our president, the AI president, is very much available online, right? Okay, he's here. Wow. Where's Morga? Okay. Wow. Mommy, I called your name before now. You're not here. Thank you for coming. We thank God for bringing you here safe and sound. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our beautiful mommy, Mrs. Yetunde Lori. Please celebrate her. That's our president. You know, last year I worked with FBS Reinsurance at their end of the year party. I don't know when you're doing end of the year party. Would like to know, right? Okay. So, mommy, I don't know if you have any word to give at this point. Okay. Please, a round of applause. She comes on stage. Mrs. Yetunde Ilori, our big mom in the house. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. MC. You were looking for Oga and not the Oga Madam, so that's why I kept quiet. I want to align with already set protocol. I appreciate everyone that is here. I want to appreciate the organizers and the members of the ABFS, because when we talk, and I'm very happy that this is happening in Nigeria, even though it's an African business, because anywhere you go, the story that you hear is that penetration is slow. But I believe this will change with these storytellers. They will begin to tell the entire world how much we are doing and how deep we are digging, so that they will know that indeed we are going far and we're going wide and we are even going up and high. And we're about soaring. Because what I can say about all this is I see everybody, especially the younger ones, everybody doing one thing or the other to make impact. And I believe this impact that we have started with, because there's nothing that sticks than the story that you have been told. It means you have history. And then when you tell the story, you know, it sticks better and it becomes unforgettable. And I thank you for putting this together. I thank everyone that is here. And I believe it's the beginning of this that you know. You never can tell how far it's going to go. I believe it's going to be far-reaching. I believe it's going to grow. I believe it's going to have branches, offsprings. One thing that I know is all these good things always start from Nigeria. And by the time we go, let's celebrate ourselves. And by the time we go continental, you would not even imagine again that, was it just that seed that was sown? I believe that this seed that is sown will germinate. I promise you that on behalf of the entire professional insurers in Nigeria, irrespective of our arms, because I can see here virtually everybody is represented, you have our support, and the sky is your limit. It's just one insurance. Like my sister must have told you, we all believe in that vision. It's not just about a part of us. We're a whole. And with the one insurance, that's, permit me to quote from the good book, because it says, where the insurers dwell together in unity, you can be sure you have the blessings of God. For there he commands blessing and life forevermore. Congratulations to the entire people. Sorry, before, I'm not a comedian, but as I finished the one that I was asked to come and do, I want to seize this opportunity. I don't want to take it for granted. For everyone that participated in the Insurance Week, all the insurance people and our friends and families that joined us in that celebration, you are awesome. I'm eternally grateful. Thank you.
Once again, a round of applause for our beautiful mommy, Mrs. Yesterday Laurie. We'll be having an online talk from the General Secretary of the Organization of Eastern and Southern African Insurance, Miss Rose Wande. A round of applause for her.
Greetings, all protocols observed. I'm delighted to be part of the inaugural African Bancassurance Storytellers Forum Conference. It is truly an honor to be part of this conversation. My name is Rose Wanda, the Secretary General of OSI, an organization committed to promoting insurance business, expansion and developing it while strengthening the insurance ecosystem. Today, in line with the theme, I would like to share a few thoughts on why storytelling may become one of the most powerful tools for the future of insurance in Africa. First and foremost, insurance is emotional even before it's financial. Here's how. Insurance involves policies, premiums, and processes. But at its heart, insurance is really about people. It's about a parent wanting security for their children, or a business owner hoping to recover after loss, or a family wanting stability during uncertain times, just but to mention a few. People do not buy insurance simply because of numbers on a document. They buy it because they want to protect what matters most to them. And humans rarely connect emotionally with policies. We connect with stories. Secondly, we often speak about low insurance penetration in terms of affordability or access. While we all agree that those issues matter, perception and trust matter just as much. Insurance has a narrative problem, not just a penetration problem. For many people, insurance still feels distant, complicated, or only relevant during crisis. Some people hear the word insurance and immediately think of delayed claims, exclusions, or promises they are unsure they can trust. And as an industry, we should take it upon ourselves to change this story. Just one real story of a family supported during difficulty, a business restored after loss, or a claim successfully paid can build trust far more powerfully than 100 advertisements. The testimonies we can share and the stories we hear make insurance feel real. They make insurance feel human. Another thing we must recognize is we are culturally inclined as Africans. Thus, storytelling makes insurance relevant. Storytelling has always been part of who we are. Long before formal insurance systems existed, our communities practiced collective care through shared support, responsibility, and resilience. In many ways, insurance is not a foreign concept to Africa. Protection has always existed within our communities. Storytelling helps us to connect modern insurance to values people already understand and trust. And perhaps most importantly, storytelling is essential for the future of insurance in Africa. Technology is changing the industry rapidly. Artificial intelligence, digital platforms, and innovation are opening exciting opportunities for growth and accessibility. But even so, technology alone will not build trust. Human connection will. The future of insurance will belong to organizations that know how to connect with people in a genuine and relatable way. Organizations that communicate with empathy, those that understand that behind every policy is a person, a family, a dream, or a future someone is trying to protect. Because ultimately, insurance is not just about managing risk. Insurance is about protecting human potential. And colleagues, behind every insurance policy is a human story worth telling. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ms. Rose Wanda. Thank you so much. A round of applause once again for her. Very quickly, I'd like to recognize and also she will be coming out to give a talk. The president of the Nigerian Council of Registered Insurance Broker, in person of Mr. Ekioma. I have Mr. here. Okay, sorry, Mrs. Ezioma Ezeibe. Ekioma Ezeibe. A round of applause for her. The person who wrote this wrote Mr., please. Thank you very much. Is she here? A round of applause. I apologize, ma. Thank you very much. You may come forward. Thank you. And also a special recognition to the Rector, College of Insurance and Financial Management, Dr. Mrs. Chizoba P. Eziogo. Please put your hands together for Eziogo. Thank you very much. Over to you, Mommy.
Thank you very much, Mr. MC. May I start by really apologizing that I came here late. Honestly, I wanted to be here dead on time, but I'm a bit under the weather. I had to package myself first before getting down here, and I'm happy I am here with all of you wonderful people. I would start by saying indeed, the stars are aligning for the Nigerian insurance industry. And the reason I say so, apart from so many myriad of things that have happened and continue to happen. Few weeks ago, in the newspapers, you would have seen that, let me borrow a registrar's way of calling young people. I would say, well, you said this because you forget their surnames. I remember their surnames, but they just like being addressed in that manner. You know, you put their title and then you put their first name. They leave out the surname, and that's not how we were trained. So I saw Mr. Mayowa. You know, I speak of the president of ARIAN, Association of Agents, you know, registered agents. I saw Mr. Mayowa and his group. They were all over, you know, doing enforcement of compulsory insurances, and I was very happy. ARIAN couldn't have been better than they are, you know, under his stewardship, and we're happy because we keep building on what people that served before us have put down. And then the insurance week just ended, and ended on a very high note, and something novel also happened. I went home with two books that I had time to really look at. One for people that are still toddlers and those above, people in primary school, should I say, or pre-primary school, and then another one for teenagers. And I became happy because that is an absolute way to catch them young. That is one of the legacies of the president of the Chartered Insurance Institute of Nigeria. And so the insurance week, you know, like it happened last year, came with a bigger bang this year and just ended last night. And then ABSF also came on the heels of that with the film and stories and the novels that they have here. And I would say that it is good that this has come. And by the grace of God, by next week, 1st of June precisely, the entire Nigerian insurance industry leadership will be moving to Umuahia, capital of Abia State. So all of these string of events happening, you know, one after the other, without necessarily sitting down to say this is the time that these events, chain of events will happen. You know, but when stars are aligned, that is how things work out, and they work out perfectly for the better. And it means people are working with one mind. And when you work with one mind, I'm sorry, you do not have to sit to have a meeting, you know, for you to be doing the same things or thinking alike. Once you are purposeful for results, you know, you see the results, you know, being achieved without you really sitting down together to plan in the first place. And what are we going to Umuahia to do? Will be to achieve insurance penetration in Abia State. through the Nigerian Council of Registered Insurance Brokers. Although it is an initiative, it has become the initiative of the entire Nigerian insurance industry, because it is one insurance industry. And I'm always very happy and proud whenever our president, the president of CIIF, mentions one insurance industry. I'm happy, and she refers to my trust of office as the NCRIB president. Now, coming to ABSF, I'm so excited that we have a double-barreled thing happening. The ABSF and young insurance professionals. When I see Mr. Chima, like DG said, and I see Dr. Toby, I get happy. I'm so happy. And when I see all the other people that make up young insurance professionals, you know, I have very big hope, you know, that we are really taking seriously the future of the Nigerian insurance industry, and that we are building on today what we will have tomorrow. And their enthusiasm is very, very admirable. And the reason that the two gets me even more excited is because under my One Insurance Industry agenda, part of the drivers, one of them is insurance penetration, and the other is mentorship of future leaders. And so insurance penetration through ABSF's storytelling, through ABSF's films. And I believe this is what will resonate more with the younger fellas. And also the film, like the DG of NIA said, resonates with us. We go to movies. Oh, was it the registrar? Tomorrow I'm going to watch a movie with my Gen Z son and my my Gen Z son and my millennial daughter. And sometimes I go to watch movies alone. Sometimes I go with my friends. Sometimes I go with my husband. So it's something that resonates not just with the younger ones, but everyone across the different age grades. And then talking about reading, I'm also very excited when the registrar spoke about physical copies of books. And I said to myself, wow, it is not only me that feel proud when I'm holding my physical copy. And I do not, by that, denigrate the ingenuity of e-books. I have plenty in my collection, but there's nothing like holding that physical copy, and nothing like looking at your library, you know, and you have a feel of it, you know, a feel that you don't have with the e-books. But e-books are convenient. You're in a flight, you want to choose the one you want to read and all. But there is a feeling of ownership. There is a sense of completeness when you're holding your physical copy. There is also a sense of responsibility, and the fact that you're also using it to entice someone around you, especially younger fellas, to have a rethink about going back to read, not just being on the phone every time. And so it is really interesting seeing all of these things coming out in a storytelling manner. And it is also an avenue for us to also keep bonding with our families. They like to stay alone in their rooms, work with their phones. But with this, you know, because the contents I know, they'll also like what is written in there. You know, the way it's younger people like them that have written it. So they will surely like their style of writing and also what they are writing about. And it will also interest us because we also want to think the way they think sometimes so that we can reach out to them. And I am so happy. And the NCRIB also lends itself to what is happening today and what will continue to happen, because it is a charge that all of us must accomplish. And not just accomplishing it, we must also sustain insurance penetration. Thank you, my dear youngsters, for where you are now and for where you're headed. And I know that the future is brighter than today. Your future certainly is brighter than today. And all of us are behind you. There will be more films to be made, and there will be more stories to be told, and all of them will be resounding movies and resounding stories of the greatness of the Nigerian insurance industry. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, my beautiful mommy, Mrs. Ikeoma. All right, before we call on the next speaker, all the way from Ghana, I'd like to specially recognize Dr. Yeside Oyetayo. Can we please put our hands together? And also in our midst, we have Miss Adetola Adegbayi. Can we please put our hands together? You're highly welcome. And now I'd like to invite our Commissioner for Insurance in Ghana, Dr. Abiba Zachariah. Can we please put our hands together for her?
Hello. Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Hello. I hope I can hear you clearly.
Yes, we can
but
hear
I
you.
wonder if you can hear.
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
All right, thank you so much. And so, on behalf of Ghana and also the insurance industry, I'm honored to be part of this novel initiative and would like to take this time to congratulate those who have made this possible. Advancing insurance through storytelling. The story of insurance, where the many come together to help the few who suffer, I believe began in creation, when man was created into a community. This explains why, if I were to stumble right now, the average person close to me will try to break my fall. And if I did fall, they will try to help me get up. It explains why in Africa, the community will come together to pay one person's medical fees, or why friends and family will travel across oceans just to attend the funeral of another. The problem of one is solved by all. This is what we call Ubuntu in Africa. Now more than ever, the devastating effect of climate change on our people calls for us as insurers to come to the aid of not just a few, but the many who now suffer through climate change and its challenges. Unfortunately, as insurers, we have not told the story very well, which is why society has seen us as a problem and not a solution. It is therefore encouraging to hear that our youth are beginning to rethink about telling stories as a way of retelling our story to the world, or even retelling our stories to those who really need to understand that just as we've practiced in the past and in tradition, insurance seeks to do just that. So it is time to tell our stories right. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I believe that history will record that once upon a time in Africa, the bank assurance storytellers met to retell the African insurance story. And those of us gathered here would say we're honored to have been part of it. So congratulations and thank you for this initiative. May God bless your efforts. Thank you.
We can do better. A round of applause for her. Thank you very much, Ma. Up next, we'll be having the president of African Association of Young Insurance Professionals. Please put your hands together for Mr. Patrick Lowe.
Good afternoon, everyone, distinguished guests. I hope you all can hear me.
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
Oh, thank you very much. So it's an honor for me to be here representing YIPS Africa on this noble occasion of our first African Storytelling Conference. For us at YIPS Africa, we've seen this project from its very beginning till now, and we've been part of the entire phase. So we would like to congratulate those who have put up this project. It's the first of its kind in Africa, and we would also want to encourage all young professionals to pick up this initiative in their respective jurisdiction. I know majority of us here are just from Nigeria. However, we as YIPS Africa, we've taken that commitment to push this initiative across borders to ensure that the aspect of storytelling would become the norm. It's true, majority of the workforce today is made up of young professionals, and therefore it is our mandate to ensure that this goes far. I would often say a story that is well told, of course, has more impact, and this is one of them. We are used to watching different movies. We are used to telling our insurance story based on how we were taught. But now this changes, or this is a game changer for the industry in the sense that now we are simplifying these terms based again that we've been trying to see how we can bring everything together that will make the common man understand insurance. And it's my hope that this is not only going to end here, but I hope that I would one day see this series on Netflix. On that note, congratulations to all the organizers and well done. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. That was a wonderful one. Up next, we'll have another guest of ours who will be speaking online. We have the Divisional Manager, Discovery Limited, person of Papalo Makupi. Can we please put our hands together for him?
Good afternoon, everyone. I hope the call doesn't at me, but it's really wonderful to, I guess, be here with all of you leaders and visionaries. When I think about my role as president of ASABA, so ASABA is the Association of South African Black Actuarial Professionals, my mind goes back to March 2005, and there was a small group of us that really came about the room and said, we really need to change the face of the actuarial profession. And this is how ASABA was born. Because of young, brilliant minds that are sitting within communities that have been left out of financial conversations. And we often say that being an actuary is about turning uncertainty into opportunities. But for us at ASABA, the vision is much greater than the numbers. Our ultimate dream is to look across the boardroom within South Africa, but also rooms that you're in at the moment, and see a profession that actually looks like the people of this country. And we don't just want that to change. We want to, I guess, be part of that change every single day through some of the initiatives that we do within ASABA. So we have a lot of mentorship programs that run through our university chapters. We do school visits, we do vacation work as well. And with the ultimate, I guess, intention of leveling the playing fields. It's about really opening the doors for all of communities at the end of the day. And I guess let's be honest, when you think about data and actuarial science, they're all amazing yet complex tools, but numbers alone don't really change the narrative, and its stories do. It's the stories that change the narrative, and that's why I'm really extremely excited about the African Bank Assurance Storytellers Forum. The theme, I guess, from Tales to Truth and Reimagining Africa's Insurance Story is really brilliant, and it's something that hits close to home. For generation, when you think about insurance, the financial space, this is all jargon that has felt completely disconnected from the lives of everyday Africans. And this forum is really powerful because it's changing that. It's driving massive economic inclusion and financial literacy across our continent and coming together to tell our own stories. It's really a vital bridge. It takes all of these cold, distant jargon and really turns them into relatable stories that future generations can hold on to. And I guess speaking about narratives, our shared story, I guess, took a bit of a creative leap, and I'm talking about Chima's new book, Toby and Karabelo Udumeji, my last story in Lusaka. You may be wondering, how do you make insurance romantic? Well, this book, so probably you must get a copy, is really something brilliant. It weaves risk management, financial foresight, right into a beautiful African love story. It reminds us that protection and planning aren't just about dry spreadsheets. They are developing personal acts of faith, of responsibility, and of love. And what I love most is how this book shines a bright light on the actuarial profession. By putting a human face on risk, it demystifies what we do. It shows a high school student from humble backgrounds, which is majority of us, that actuarial science isn't some untouchable academic tower. It's a living, breathing tool built to protect Africa's dreams. And as a SABA president, my promise to you and to our members is very simple. We will not stop challenging the status quo. We cannot expect to build an inclusive profession if we keep our stories locked behind closed boardroom doors. And through this forum, and I guess many others like this, we are rewriting script. We are finally showing the world the beating heart behind the science. My name is Katleho Babalamatosa. I'm a senior actuary by profession and president of ASABA. And again, my message to you is simple. Let us lift as we rise. Let us mentor the next generation with everything that we've got. And let's protect people's potentials. Let us shape Africa's insurance story together. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. That was beautiful. At this junction, I'd like to recognize the following persons who just came in right about now. If your hands are not busy, I'd like to recognize the presence of Mr. Olatubosun Taufik. He's the chairman, Association of Nigerian Authors, Lagos chapter. A round of applause for him, please. Thank you for coming. Ladies and gentlemen, in our midst, we have the resident pastor of Trem Valley Estate, Reverend Sylvester Ashefo. Please put your hands together for him. You're highly welcome, sir. Thank you very much. Still in our midst, we have the presence of the board member of Nigerian Insurers Association, Mr. Bode Okpadokun. Can we please put our hands together for him? Thank you very much. Still in our midst, we have the board of trustee member of ABSF, all the way from South Africa, and a beautiful friend, Tabata. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Karabelo Mashingo and a beautiful friend, Tabata. A round of applause for them, please. Just wave your hands wherever you are. Okay, thank you very much. We love you. Thanks for coming. Ladies and gentlemen, still on recognition, I'd like to recognize the MD of International Energy Insurance, ably represented by Dr. Mrs. Joyce Odiachi. A round of applause. I hope I'm correct with the pronunciation, Odiachi. Is she here? Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we're quickly moving to the next on our program we have here, which is a short film, professionally produced short film. We'll be watching it right about now. I don't know if the media team are very much available to do that. It's focused on life experience, real people, and real impact. Are we ready? If you're not ready, you can give me the second mic, please. If you're ready, please help me with the second mic. Thank you very much. All right, for those of us who just came in, we have a scan code here. We can quickly bring out our phone and have a scan. Let's do that right about now. Let's scan the QR code we have on the screen to view the conference brochure and program. We can quickly bring out our phones and do that right about now. Still in our midst, we'll have our own father, the father of the day, High Chief Tio, AK. Can we please put our hands together for our daddy? Celebrating, please put your hands together for him. We can do better than this. We can do better than this. Daddy, you're highly welcome. Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining us. Thank you so much. Have we done this? I think that's ongoing. So I'll be doing this while we have the media team get the videos ready for us. I'll be handing over the mic to one of our mommies here. You just say a word, and the next you hand it over to the next person randomly. The next person will pick the last word you have said and make a sentence with it. Is it hard? It's not hard. All right. Mommy, no use BB grammar, mommy. So are we ready? Okay, give it to the next person. Initiative is the last word. No. Thank you very much. The next person, pass to the next person. Pass to the next person.
Very good idea.
Okay, let's just take that as testing. We are starting again. And I will not give it to the mommies and daddies at the front. I will start from, like what my mom said, the Gen Zs. I think the Gen Zs can do it better. Are we good to go? Okay, I dare you, mommies. I dare you, mommies. Are we ready? Are you ready? So, mommy, I'll give it to you. You give a sentence and pass to a young person. Then the young person will pass to an elderly person. Then we'll do it that way. So it goes round. Are we ready? This mic is not working, please.
Days like this should be encouraged, to organize events like this that help to boost insurance.
You want to kill the next person? Okay, we're moving.
Yeah, insurance is a good business. We need to adopt and be able to make progress.
Okay, progress.
Progress is very essential.
Progress is very essential. Essential is what? Essential. Okay.
Essential is the light that insurance brings.
We're getting there. Very creative.
ABSF is an event that tells stories about life much better.
Baddest.
Better things are yet to come.
Come enjoy yourself at ABSF.
Thank you.
ABSF stand for Africa Bacchanal Storytelling Forum.
My brother, you are good to go. Sharply, no waste time.
The forum I understand is the movie we watch.
I don't understand. Please repeat.
The forum I understand is the movie we so watch.
Okay.
Want it to the fullest.
I love these. You guys are creative.
Fullest is very cool and very nice.
Very nice. Nice. Just nice. Take nice. Leave very cool.
Nice people are here.
Nice people are here. Here.
Here is a place we gather together. Sorry.
We gather and gather. All right. Here. Help out.
Here is a place we meet with professionals.
Professionals are very wonderful.
Wow. Wonderful.
So wonderful people are here with a lot of vision, ideas, and
Look at the way your neighbor is looking at you. Your last word?
Innovation, right? We have a lot of people here with a lot of ideas and intellectual.
Okay. Continue. You're looking at me.
Intellectual people are intellectual people are a lot in insurance industry. Industry like ours is experiencing a new thing today.
Wow, I love this. A round of applause for her. Thank you very much. I love this. Okay, the next.
Things wonderful happening here.
Is it
Today?
today? Yeah.
Okay, today is a wonderful day.
Yes. Or say today is Saturday. All right, the next person.
Day like this are rare.
Ah,
Days like this.
it's not for me. It's not your neighbor. The way the guy your bare hair like this. Ha.
Rare things are truly special.
Special gathering like this are priceless.
Okay, priceless are insured.
Insured. Insured, man.
Insured is the word for insurance.
Huh. Hey, chop.
Insurance is the word for insured.
What's your plan, sir? Sir, who are you? The next person, please.
Insured everything.
Everything. I love that.
Everything will be good.
Everything will be good. Daddy, over to you.
Good things doesn't come by easily.
Easily. Daddy, mommy, you cran it all. Just get ready. Easily. I'm giving you a name now. So, mommy, when you are going there, say, mommy, easily. Thank you very much. Daddy, over to you.
Easily is better than hardly.
No, it's not easily. It's easily what? Easily is better than. Daddy. Mommy, you're running it up now. Yes. I know you're good.
Hardly would you see any business that will survive without insurance.
Wow. I think she's deserved 3 goals, sir. Can we give her 3 goals, sir? Bossa. Thank you very much. Mommy, you did well. And at this time, we are about to watch a short film. I believe the media team, we're ready for this. Over to you, the media team. Thank you to everyone who participated. Those of us at the back, I'm still coming to us. Okay? At this point, we're about to watch a short movie.
Every generation believes disaster belongs to someone else. But tomorrow has very many coincidences.
The future is not waiting.
Preparation is not free. It is responsibility.
Director, but life is not always rain.
No, but rain always belongs to life.
Enjoyment is sweeter when tomorrow is safe.
Come on, insurance is expensive worry.
It is expensive. Only when disaster arrives. Life is one day at a time. Tomorrow will take care of itself.
Nice.
Waiter! Angela, may I ask you something honestly?
You always do.
Are you sure about this insurance idea?
What do you mean?
I am not questioning your business, but that of the company. I mean, have they really changed?
So you think I'm being naive?
Yeah, that's not what I'm saying. Look, my worry is simple. Are they actually going to show up when people need them?
So you're not trying to discourage me?
Come on, why would you not think like that? I just want to be sure that the promise is real.
You see, for many years, the public has judged insurers harshly. Sometimes with reason. But things are changing. Regulations have tightened. Enforcement has improved. The supervisors are stronger now. It's just that there's still one thing that is missing.
And what could that be?
The stories. No one tells the stories of the families who recovered after loss, the businesses that were rebuilt, the widows protected, the children who stayed in school just because insurance paid. No one tells the stories. People only hear the bad stories.
So, perhaps someone must tell the good ones, right?
Exactly. You know, risk managers protect lives quietly. When you see the storytellers, they help the public understand why.
And now, my beautiful Ajara here wants to become one of those storytellers. Am I right?
Yes. I love you too.
Now let's do it. Where's the waiter?
You know what, Selma?
What is it?
Everyone keeps talking about policies. Rick's policies. Premium policies, enjoy ourselves.
And tomorrow? How are you going to protect your family?
Can we just drink? Waiter!
My future wife thinking about tomorrow again.
Someone must protect our future children.
Prepare together. Alright? Stop thinking, stop worrying. Okay?
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you too.
Everything's gonna be alright.
Trust you.
Now cheer up.
Yeah.
I love that smile. That's the smile I'm talking about. You're looking so cute.
Every man here believes tomorrow belongs to him. But tomorrow has very many consequences.
You sound as if disaster is waiting outside.
Sometimes it is.
Why does everyone think disaster is waiting for me outside there?
Because it has visited many better men.
And what if nothing happens?
Then it means you bought peace.
Oh, it means I have wasted money.
And what if something happens?
Insurance delay claims.
No. Not with the Nigerian Insurance Industry Reformed Act 2025. Every policy bought rewards you.
Enough. Toma, enough. You want me to pay for something that may never happen?
I wonder.
Okay. You spent money paying for things you hope would happen. Things like cars, holidays, marriage. But you failed to prepare for your family's survival.
Enough! Thelma! Don't you ever talk about my family again.
Kenyatta. Who then should we talk about?
Husband seekers and insurance sellers alike.
You people sit here and talk about risk. You don't know the real life.
When a man becomes a husband, he becomes a roof over another life.
Oh, so you think I haven't seen hardship? Let me tell you a story. My father died in one beautiful afternoon just like that. And under 1 month, everything he built just disappeared, crumbled. You know what? I'm done talking about all of this.
Pain sometimes disguises itself as pride.
The wounded lion growls louder than a healthy one.
Even the wounded lion will eventually drink water.
Are you guys not pushing too hard on this subject? Huh?
No, nurse, please. No, you have to do something, please. No. Nurse, please, you have to do something.
My husband is dying. Please, I beg you in the name of God, save him, please.
Madam, I have done my best for your husband.
Stop attempting to him, please, I beg you. Hey, doctor, please.
This hospital does not run on charity. And besides, we have exceeded your deposit. It's either you go and look for money or you take your husband elsewhere.
My God, doctor, they have sold all our valuable things, everything. I don't have anywhere to get money from. I don't have anywhere, please, I beg you.
What do you want me to do? How do you want me to recoup the cost of your husband's treatment? You don't even have health insurance card. I'm sorry, this conversation is over, madam.
Mama, Papa, stop breathing.
What did you say? Papa, stop breathing. Stop, please. Oh, my Lord.
Doctor, you refuse to save my father because of money. You refuse to save my father. Doctor, why? You refuse to save my dad. Doctor, why? mother sold her father's house just so she could bury him. Everything he built just disappeared. That's why I made a promise to myself. My family will never suffer again.
Then you should keep that promise.
Thank you for doing this for us.
For us? Come on, listen then. Would you marry me? Would you be the love of my life? I want to spend the rest of my life with you.
Yes, I will marry you.
Sometimes the man does not just secure a policy, he secures a peace. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Ajara,
Yes.
do you know something?
What is it?
Today, you did something that so many people are afraid to do.
What did I do?
Really? You don't know?
Tell me, I know.
You chose tomorrow. I mean, so many people spend their money chasing happiness. Cars, clothes, parties. But only few people spend their money protecting the people that they love.
Preparation is love in action.
I know, right?
Yes.
And today, I just want you to know that when you signed that policy, I did not see a woman buying insurance. I saw a woman building tomorrow, building a future. My baby, you are the kind of woman that every man is praying for. The kind of woman who thinks beyond today. The kind of woman who would do anything to protect the people that she loves, her family, even before danger arrives. My darling, you are the kind of woman who would plant the trees whose shade she will never sit under.
The kind of woman who would do anything to protect her family, the people that she loves even before danger arrives. You are the kind of woman who plants a tree whose shade she will never sit under. My Ajara, you know my mother used to say something. My mother would always say, a wise woman does not decorate a house while the roof is still leaking. But you, my African queen, you fix the roof first.
Someone must protect her tomorrow.
And that's why when I thought about it, I'm like, you did something very important today. You made the world understand that women should never gamble with tomorrow anymore. You know, love is not just about romance. Love is about responsibility. Love is about protection. Love is about building a future, preparing a future where our children don't have to be suffering for our parents' delayed wisdom.
And that's why we have to build this future together.
We already started, my love. And I'm so proud of you. Okay?
Thank you.
I love you.
I love you too.
So, cause for celebration, right?
Yeah.
For my queen. Please, just order anything on me.
Oh my God.
I will spoil you.
I'm so loving you.
You don't know how much I love you.
The future is not waiting.
A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. This is beautiful. This is lovely. Love in Lusaka. Ladies and gentlemen, please put on the lights. Please put on the lights. Thank you very much. A special thanks to all the media crew. Thanks for giving us a wonderful film show. For me, love is sweet. But when you are insured, love is sweeter. Do you agree with me? A round of applause for me too now. Even though I know follow them at the film, I join my own. Very quickly, because of time, we'll be moving to the panel section. And I'll be inviting our discussants on stage right about now. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite the first person. I need somebody to help me get the seat on stage. Thank you very much. The first on our list is a transmedia insurance storyteller. Ladies and gentlemen, if your hands are not busy, please put those hands together for Bankole Banjo. A round of applause. To join Mr. Bankole Banjo on stage, we're having the next person is a bank assurance journalist, a person of Nike Pokpola. A round of applause. So please join us on stage. Thank you, my beautiful mommy. And the next is a Nollywood filmmaker. Ladies and gentlemen, please jam those hands for Ike Nab Ebwe. Am I right with the pronunciation? Thank you very much for joining us. And ladies and gentlemen, last but not the least is our moderator, actor and a media presenter. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Judith Uzoma. A round of applause. So at this junction, I'll be handing over the mic to Judith Uzoma, who will moderate this section.
distinguished guests, industry leaders, creatives, and storytellers. My name is Uzoma Judith. It is my pleasure to welcome you to this thought-provoking panel session at the ABSF Conference. The theme, Rebuilding Trust. The strategic power of storytelling, film and literature in African insurance. They say, until the lion tells its story, the hunter will always be the hero. For too long, the story of insurance in Africa has been told in technical terms, policies, premiums, paperwork, and often leaving out human experience that truly defines its values. Today, we gather here to change the narratives. This panel brings together an exceptional blend of mind, creatives, visionaries, and communication strategists who understands that storytelling is not just art, it is power. The power to educate, to connect, to simplify, and most importantly, to rebuild trust. Through film, journalism, and transmedia storytelling, our panelists will explore how we can transform insurance from a misunderstood concept to a relatable human-centered story that resonates across Africa. So guys, our first panelist is a storyteller who brings reality to the screen with depth, courage, and authenticity. A multi-award-winning documentary filmmaker and creative force in Nollywood. He is known for using film to explore identity, culture, and untold African narrative. As a creative director of LP House, his work reminds us that stories can challenge perception and spark change. Please welcome Ike Nebwe. Thank you. On our next panelist, stand on a section of financial and storytelling, a respected financial journalist and a publisher of Daily Economic Concept. She's constantly used the power of the pen to simplify complex financial ideas and bring clarity to the public. Her voice has become a trusted bridge between the industry and everyday people. Please welcome Nike Riola. A round of applause, please. You're welcome, ma'am. And now, the master of narrative across platform, a transmedia storyteller, a corporate communication strategist at Lansam Alliance Nigeria Live. Salam Alliance Nigeria Live, who understands how story travels, involves, and influence. With a unique ability to shape brand, perception, through compelling narrative, it brings a strategy lens to how organization can connect meaningful with the audience. A round of applause for Bankole Banjo. Thank you all for being here. And let's begin our conversation. So we're going to start with Mr. Ike Nebo. You have built a How do people trust stories more than institution? And how can insurance learn from that?
Thank you so much. First of all, I think that this is just such a wonderful event. I'm actually really honored to be part of this history making in the Nigerian insurance industry, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how the results from this type of gathering eventually trickle down to the audience, to the Nigerian masses, and that we can begin to change our minds about insurance. Now, to your question, storytelling is something that it's something that is like second nature to us. We are all basically stories. If I ask you your name now, I ask you what you do, you start telling me stories. You know, everything is stories. Everything we know is based on stories. The food that we eat, the clothes that we wear, every decision that we make every day, it's basically based on stories that we've been told. Either we've been told by our parents, we've been told by our pastors, moms, just stories. Now, when it comes to narratives and films, it is very powerful because when you're watching a film, you're not just kind of identifying yourself in the actors. So somehow you sort of find a little bit of yourself in different characters. And that's how trust is built. That's why narratives are very powerful, because you actually tell people a lot of things without actually like saying stuff, and people can just by themselves deduce the message that you're trying to pass. And when people do that, they trust that information.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ike. Please, a round of applause for him. Our next question will go to Nike Opiola. Good evening, ma'am. Journalism as modern day storytelling. As an award-winning financial journalist, how do you see journalism functioning as a form of storytelling capable of rebuilding trust in Africa insurance industry?
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I want to congratulate the organizers of this event, and thank you for having me. And to go straight to the point, I'll say journalism. And the core of journalism is about storytelling with responsibility. It's about telling the story in a responsive way, and making the story balanced. And when you talk of using journalism to build trust in Africa, it's very important, especially when you look at the fact that Africa has low insurance penetration, and also they believe about people about insurance that they don't pay claims. People already have a kind of mindset against insurance. Even when it comes to culture, belief, religion, they have this kind of mindset that no, they have this cultural belief and the mindset that no, something bad cannot happen to me. And look at the financial inclusion is so low, the financial education is low. So in all these aspects, insurance journalism has a very unique role to play in ensuring that trust is built in the industry. And how is this trust built? Because what people see, what they hear, has a lot of impact on them. Like when you talk of the information that people have, how accurate is this information? The perception that people have about insurance has to do with what they hear about insurance. Some people have never had insurance before, they've never done insurance before, but when you go to them, the first thing they will tell you is that insurance doesn't pay claim. So balanced reporting, professional reporting the right thing, and also helping people to understand what journalism, what insurance is, we help to build trust. Because when you look at it, journalists have to understand even the subject matter before it can be reported, because you cannot report what you don't know. Like in the newsroom, if a reporter brings a story and the editor is editing it, and the editor doesn't understand what the reporter has written, we call the reporter that, come and explain this thing. And if the reporter cannot explain it, he won't approve the story, because you have to understand what you are writing about so that you don't mislead the public. And so that is where journalism comes. It's very important. Journalists have to ask the right questions. They have to even ask difficult questions where necessary, and also to ensure that the information is reported in a balanced way. And also because, insurance has been reported in very technical ways in the past. People really don't understand it very well. You want to buy a policy, this policy statement, the wordings, everything so long that people don't really have time to go through all these lengthy reports like that. So when the operators, those who are bringing the insurance, who sell the insurance, when they bring it in a technical way, it's important the journalists need to be able to ask the right question, understand it, and also be able to present it to the public in the simplest way that the public can understand, explain the benefits. So it's very important that journalists also need to understand this subject matter before it can be communicated, and also ensure that journalism is about fair reporting, balanced reporting, ensure accuracy, because whatever you send out there, whatever you write out there, we go a lot in impacting what people believe about insurance. So in the aspect of building trust, it's very important that the right things should be reported about insurance. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next question is for Bankole Banjo. From your experience as a brand strategist, why has insurance struggled to build emotional trust in Africa market?
All right, thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. So before I answer your question, because I belong to the industry, there are loads of industry people here, and the MC forgot to introduce one very important person. He's a council member of CIN, and he was my Oga, the immediate past MDC of Sanlam General Insurance. Mr. Abode Okpadokun, please stand up for recognition, sir. Please, round of applause. Okay, sorry. Thank you very much for coming, sir. So, pardon me, I had to do that. It's a KPI issue. Okay, so why do we think insurance is not doing as well on the continent? It's very simple. There are a lot of compliance restrictions. She mentioned responsible journalism. So when you really want to tell stories, you know, when we were small, TVs used to open at 4 p.m. and they close at 12 midnight. Remember? Okay, some people cannot relate. I get it. Okay. So there used to be a time that TVs had an opening and a closing time. There used to be what we call a duty continuity announcer. That person will tell you at 4 o'clock, you do this, you do that, you do that one. Those were like compliance issues for NBC those days, right? In our industry, we have a lot of compliance things that we need to adhere. We should mention responsible journalism. You try to be creative with insurance, but in being creative, you have to have like a checklist. What does the law say? Okay, I have not flouted the rule. I have not flouted that. So it is kind of like a anchor for communications people in the room, right? So, but there are ways of going about around all of these things. And it is not the fault of the industry that there are a lot of compliance issues. Insurance is a very technical, very serious, very strict endeavor. It is not like banking. It is so different from banking. So you have to be careful. You have to tell the right stories, and you have to tell it to the right platforms. But things are changing. Things are changing actually. Because things are changing is why I am here. Normally, 10 years ago, you won't see an insurance person sitting on this kind of panel for very obvious reasons. So I would like to say we need to break the barrier of compliance without losing creativity. We need to sell insurance as a solution without going against regulation. So that, I think, is the issue right now.
Thank you. Our next question is for Ike Neboy. Insurance is often seen as technical, distant, or even suspicious in many African communities. How can film reposition it as something personal and empowering?
Okay, so while I was watching the film, I thought that this is really like a very wonderful approach to reposition the insurance industry in Nigeria, because I'm not in the industry, so I can tell you what people who are not in the industry think of the industry. We don't think it's an important thing to do, to have an insurance. Honestly, most people can say, yeah, it's not like people don't expect, the unexpected or whatever, but people are like, whatever, I'll handle it. If the house burns down, we rebuild it somehow. Instead of just getting locked in some protracted, you know, process with a certain insurance industry. And now, like my sister rightly said, I have never, you know, insured something that went bad and I couldn't get my claim or tried to get my claim. I don't have a personal experience. So how am I so convinced in this idea that insurance in Nigeria doesn't pay? You see what I mean? That's why I think you're hitting it right with the storytelling, because whatever I'm thinking about insurance is based on stories that I've heard, you know. So if if that mindset will be changed, it has to be changed by stories. And I would like to just a quick, you know, note on the kind of stories that I think would do it. I mean, the beautiful story is amazing, but I think that we need to push it a little beyond fiction. You know, I think that fiction is basically looking like, okay, fine, the insurance industry is trying to do laundry, clean up. But factual storytelling, it's where I would like the direction to go. Because if we can just tell stories of that businessman that the business got rebuilt by an insurance company after NEPA destroyed all the appliances or something like that, or the thing got burnt. Just simple story. It's a factual, real factory, real entrepreneur, and you tell the story. There's nothing more powerful. It's a story of a young girl who is starting a business, Gen Z, whatever, millennial. Get them involved. How they call it? What's the podcasting, the video one, vlogging. Can you imagine the power that you can wield if you can get young people to start telling their insurance stories? Like literally have, say, a young girl, her first car, you know, because I was saying that most of us, the insurance we have are the ones that they make us by force. You know, so we have everybody who has a car has a car insurance. But honestly, I have never cared about my car insurance. I've hit people before. People have hit me. I've gone, yeah, I'm like, I don't stop people when they hit me because I don't even want to get into that. I go to my panel beater. They give me a bill. They fix the car. I go home. The insurance thing is sitting in my pigeonhole only for when police asks for it. But imagine if you can find someone like me or a young person who would tell a story of, oh, how I was going from B to C and someone hit me and I called my insurance and they told me to take pictures and in 2 weeks everything was resolved. The insurance paid for the parts and blah, blah. That's all. That's all you need, because you can go from the known to the unknown. Walk from something that everybody already has, car insurance. Then build it. It's a cultural thing. Once people can see that, oh, car insurance, they honor it, then if I'm building a factory and you come to talk to me about insurance, I'm likely to listen to you because I've had an experience that is a pleasurable experience. So basically, focus on factual storytelling more than fiction. Fiction is beautiful, gives you the latitude to shape the story the way you want and say the things that you want to say. But to be honest, in a world where AI is taking over everything, factual storytelling is the last bus stop. Like right now, I don't know if you noticed, but AI companies have been employing storytellers and paying them a lot of money. You know why? They've achieved almost everything, human behavior, whatever, with AI. Even content creation, image generation, perfect. But storytelling is something that they're still struggling with. It's human. You just It's just human, and it's not just human in the sense that it's human. It's human and is it.
They don't even want to talk. If you call them, they won't even talk. They were so conservative with information, but they need to do more because information awareness is increasing, and people are beginning to see the relevance of insurance. But they need to be convinced that if you do this insurance, the companies are going to pay. So in the aspect of the impact, I think they need to do more in that aspect. And also an aspect they are not also projecting very well is that insurance goes beyond debt settlement. Insurance is about economic empowerment. Insurance is about economic development, a catalyst for economic development. Because before they had so many products, and most of these products are outdated, not really relating with the present needs of the insuring public. So, but some of them are coming up with products, and this product really needs to meet the needs of the insuring public. So, and they are not doing well. Some are doing fine, but those that are not really doing fine in that aspect need to improve in projecting insurance as something that can be of economic empowerment. Like for now, if I ask, how many of us know here that there is a policy in the market that insures your job insures you against job loss? So if somebody loses his job and he has insured the job, he will be on salary, he'll be getting salary for months until he's able to get another job. Yeah. There is insurance against job loss. And it has been in the market for a long time, but people don't get to know about it. And every day people are losing their jobs. There is economic melt. During the COVID, there are some people that insured and they were paid. So, but they have this kind of policy. They need to really make noise about it. They are innovative. When you even hear of some innovative products, you are just like, wow. Like, for instance, there are some people that they come from their village to come and serve in the city, and they will serve their bosses. They can agree that, okay, they will serve for like 4 or 5 years, and after that period, the boss needs to settle them. But it's always argument when it's time for settlement, most times, because that's when the boss will now come up with one kind of excuse that, there's economic, I made a loss, I incurred I did a business, my ship, they seized my goods, all those kind of things. Just hold on. Then the person has to add another 1 year, 2 years. He's unable to settle the worker. But we have insurance policies that the boss can insure the apprentice. So when it is time for the apprentice to be released to do his freedom, he doesn't even need to bother about the settlement. It is the insurance company that will do that settlement. So there won't be any kind of quarrel or fight. So, but we have all these innovative products. They are not coming out enough to say, okay, and we have a lot of apprentices, people coming from the village to come and serve their bosses in the city. And it's always fight. We hear of a lot of things that they were undersettled, they were not settled. But by the time you already have this kind of arrangement with the insurance company, you just take that one off your neck and make sure just do your own business and leave the insurance company to do the rest. So in the aspect of their innovative products, showing that insurance is about economic empowerment, they are not doing enough in that aspect. And also innovation like technology. There are a lot of places we don't have insurance companies, their presence. But we have people who already know about, maybe they've heard about somebody that was paid, they want to have insurance, but accessibility is a challenge. So, but insurance companies, some of them have come up with very innovative things that you don't even need to go to an insurance company to get your insurance. And when it comes to claim settlement, you don't need to go there to even process your claims. And many of them have gone to the extent of even using AI. With AI, you can sit in your house anywhere, just log on to their website, go and chat, even tell the AI whatever. They have their different names they call them. And you just tell them, okay, I have this business. How can I protect my business? This AI will lecture you. And it's like somebody is talking with you, and it's really working. So, and you know, anything you need insurance. You don't even need a lot of people. A lot of time, people will be calling me. They want to do insurance. Help me buy insurance. Help me buy. Help. So I'll be the one connecting them to insurance companies and things like that. But they need to do a lot of, you know, publicity to show that, see, we are here with you, even in your room, in your house, at your doorstep. So I think in the aspect of accessibility, they are not saying a lot. And you know, journalism has a lot to do also in assisting in this aspect. But the duty of a journalist is not to be doing insurance marketing, because when a journalist is always bringing promo content, later the editor will ask, "Are you working for the company? Are you a marketer?" So, but there are ways you can present this thing. There are ways you can write this story. There are ways you can communicate that, you know, you end up being a developmental journalist, not a destructive journalist that is always looking for the negative aspect. Because no, we need to grow this economy. If you keep on just doing negative, writing negative, and you destroy everything, and you destroy your everything with your own work. So we need to ensure progress in the industry, you know, ensure that the country moves forward, and this has to do with, you know, responsible journalism. So I think in the aspect of what the insurance companies are doing, they need to speak more. They need to blow their trumpet. Sometimes some of them will say, "You didn't report my story." I'll tell them, "Am I the one to come to you and be telling you that, give me the money you paid? Am I the one?" So there are a lot of stories competing for attention. So, but when you have the good one, you are the one that we are pro the journalist, that okay, we've done this. It's a good thing, it's a laudable thing. Oh, we are paying claims. Some of them, they will tell they pay claims 20 billion, 30 billion in a year. I don't get to hear. So they need to speak more about what they are doing, about somebody that, you know, his car had an accident. They, you know, change the car. The person paid how much? How much did the person pay? The person, you know, you look at, you know, how much. Like there was a claim last year. I think the other was last year. It was a major claim in the industry, and you know, when they were saying it, I think the claim was in billions. Only one claim, and we were at the press conference. So when they mentioned it, that okay, this company paid this claim, and on only one policy, they paid several billions of naira on that claim. And I look at the premium that was paid. You know, the thing, I had to, even though I'm conversant about it, that insurance is about large numbers, but I still have to ask myself, how did this thing work? So insurance companies have to make them to understand that it's not difficult, it's not expensive, but it is rewarding. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ma. That was so enlightening. Thank you. Our next question is for Bankole Banjo. How can insurance company move from compliance-driven communication to compelling storytelling without losing credibility or regulatory discipline?
Okay, I think I talked on that earlier. But before I dive deep into that, thank you very much, Nick, for doing so much for the industry. But I would like to let us understand something when it comes to publicity. You know, she has said a lot of things. They are not telling the stories, they are not publicizing it. These things do not come for free. Number one, for every product you buy, right, there is what they call actuarial valuation, right? They embed a lot of things into it. The person that sold it to you gets a commission. You put the cost of the back office staff, then marketing into every product. Insurance does not have money. They don't, like I said, they don't just have money sitting there to just pump into things. It has to still come from somewhere, right? The money does not come from heaven. So if you say we are not saying so much, I want to assure you that we are actually saying a lot. Because I know the NI has a continuously running program on radio, for example, that speaks to insurance education, right? I know my company did a whole lot of insurance education last year, but this is 200 million people. We are talking about 57 insurance companies. How much can we do, right? The DG of NIA is here, the president of NCRIB is here, the president of CIN is here. They know how much effort has been put into awareness and how much to push the industry. We had the insurance week for the whole 1 week. It was not a jamboree. It was just serious effort at taking insurance to the trenches, if I may say, right? So we want to communicate enough, we want to do enough, but I think all of us should, number one, the place of storytelling is very critical. You have mentioned it. We have religious biases. People will tell you, God forbid. They will say, not my portion. And I ask them, whose portion? Do you understand? Life will always happen, right? So we need to make up our minds as individuals to see insurance not as something that's a death sentence. So in my company, we have a brand strategy that we do not communicate insurance from a negative slant. We will not tell you that buy children's insurance because you can die tomorrow. We will not tell you that. We will tell you buy insurance, buy education plan for your child because that child will go to the university and you want to be there to see it happen. It's the same thing, different approaches, which is what brings me to your question. So how do I navigate compliance challenges to communicate? It's simple, creativity. You have to get brilliant, you have to become creative, and you have to be very human. I like what you said about factual storytelling. Don't give us gist. Don't give us, like they say, cap. Don't cap. We don't want to come and cap for us. Tell us the way it is. But factual storytelling is a very, very careful to you exist. So please help us and we will do better. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Our next question is for Ike Nebwe. As someone shaping new African cinema, what responsibility do filmmakers carry in reframing how Africans see risk, responsibilities, and protection?
Wow, that one a jump question. No? Yeah, but honestly, I've been here this evening sort of made me feel like really more special as a storyteller. You know, I mean, when I started reading things about Anthropic and all these people now focusing on storytellers, you know, it's like, okay, like the world is waking up to something that I've always known. It makes us feel, oh, you're a storyteller too. Awesome. Oh, yeah, I know that face. Anyway, so I think that it's important as Africans. Like, I like when I think it was the lady from Kenya who was presenting, and she kind of like said something, made a connection to like our ancestors and how we've always had insurance, right? It was yeah, I thought that was quite brilliant. And I thought that's something that we should definitely build on. I think that we are at an era where we are returning. You know, we've been gone for a while, and we're returning now, you know, and it's important to start to make that correlation between insurance and culture. You know, the culture of support, culture of making sure that no one is left behind, and those kinds of things. And I think that another thing that would be important is, like my brother already said, I think that it's very, very important that we build collaborations across industries, right? Filmmakers need to be in the room with insurance people, and let's talk. Let's understand, you know, what you're doing more, and then you can tell us more on how it can be presented. You know, like, I mean, I'm just hearing about some of these claims that have been paid, and also hearing about the products. And I think they're just amazing products, and why are they not, you know what I mean? The budget and all of that is a thing. But I think that when you have like minds together, there's so much you can achieve. Co-creation, right? So it's not, money is important, but to be honest, it's not always about money. I mean, if we come together with one mind and try to achieve something, somehow the money will come. This is something that I know. Money has never been a challenge for any person or a group of people who are really interested in changing something. So that's what I want to say. I think we need to come together. We have seen the power of storytelling. We have seen the potential that it has. It's time to come together and just push it forward.
Thank you very much. Our next question is for Nike Oboyola. Film, literature, and emotional engagement. We are showcasing insurance through film as leader prioritize immediately if they truly want to move from tail to trust.
Okay. I think it's quite very simple. I will say show, don't tell. I'll say that again. Show, don't tell. Maybe show workings. It's not just about telling we paid 2 naira claims in 2026, but show how 2 naira claims impacted X number of lives in 2026. You know, there are two different things, but we are saying the same thing, right? So what we see in the industry is saying Salam Alliance pays 77 billion naira claims. What does it mean? So why not Salam Alliance enables 7,023 families with 77 billion naira claims? The same thing, different headlines. But what we are saying, we are going from a telling situation to a showing situation. Then take that to every aspect of insurance. Products. Okay, you want me to buy loss of job insurance. When you mentioned the loss of employee, a lot of people were happy here. I don't know. People are afraid to lose their jobs, which is very, very, very telling. I can imagine. So you need to show. I can. You need to show exactly why a loss of employment insurance is important and how much it costs. Because I'm sure people will be asking, how much? Do I pay money? Insurance actually helps you save, not just protect your children's education. Because when you want to sell the education insurance, for example, you are telling me, oh boy, in case anything happens to you tomorrow, buy insurance for your child. I don't want to die, right? I want to make heaven, but I don't want to die. You know, it is very, very funny. But so when you come to me and you try to sell fear to me that buy education so that your children can be fine, I don't think it's something I want to hear as a very young man of 24 years old. If you don't believe, go to court, right? So what I want to hear is there's an education insurance plan, you buy it, and after 5 years, you can actually get all your money back with something little. But in case, maybe life can happen. Whatever happens, that child that you bought that insurance plan in their name gets to go to the kind of school you want them to go. Should you be there? Were you there? It's a very different conversation. So I think we need to show workings in claims payment, show value in those products we sell. And someone said at the insurance, I think it was Nora Igwe, she said claims actually is the product in insurance. So that means that what people are buying, they are not buying your policy. They want to know that when something happens, what is in it for me. So claims is the product, right? So we need to project that claims as the product. So a big boy like this has not bought a car insurance before, but you need to buy one today actually. Because no, it's okay. You buy third party, 15,000 naira. So we are saying, I know you drive an SUV, so you need to properly insure it. Because the fact is that that car is your baby, right? You know the way you call it your toy. You know the way you take care of your baby. You need to take care of that car. Instead of using that money that I could have used to buy Nkwobi and Big Stout to pay Panelbita, insurance will pay for you back. So you keep that money that you can use to enjoy yourself without losing anything. So I think every one of us need to take that away from here. The money you invest in insurance is an investment. I use the word carefully, investment. Is not a loss. Don't say after 1 year nothing happens, I don't have anything to go back.
We'll be moving straight to business, and we'll be looking at the book unveiling, and we have the structure, the book intro and author. That will be done by High Chief Tio AK. But before it comes out, I'd like to acknowledge the presence of Joy Agunobi from Insurance Reporter, Business AM News, and they are a media partner to ABSF. Ladies and gentlemen, still in our midst, we'll have the Financial Reporter with the Punch newspaper. Can we please put our hands together for Mr. Jide Ajia? Thank you for coming. And watching online, we have from Zimbabwe, we have Mr. Andrew Chinopere. Can we please put our hands together for him from Africa Insurance Magazine in Zimbabwe? And ladies and gentlemen, we have Mr. Chuks Okonta in our midst. A round of applause for him, please. Still in our midst, we have Mrs. Nafisa Sambo representing Prof. Halima Sani Sambo of the Hamadu Bello University, Zaria. A round of applause. And now I'd like to invite on stage for the book intro and author. Please put your hands together for High Chief Tio A.K. A round of applause.
Thank you very much. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I'm very delighted to be present at this epoch-making event. Being chosen as Father of the Day may not have been necessary because I'm an old man. I think I'm the oldest in this gathering. But for the fact that Chima Wachuku, who packaged this event, worked under a company where I was the CEO between 1997 and 2007. Union Assurance, which has metamorphosed into Sanlam Alliance today. Chima started his insurance career as a life agent in the life agency department. You can imagine what it is like. Selling life insurance is a tough sell at any time. Group life is easier to sell. But I mean, you are selling an intangible product. So you need to be a good talker. You have to be dressing neatly, have confidence in yourself, and you have to have a lot of patience and perseverance for you to survive. Life agents lived on commission and then stipends. However, Chima eventually became a full-fledged staff of the company after a rigorous interview, and he distinguished himself. This was between 2005 and 2008. He has gone further beyond selling marketing insurance to writing books and film production. So I must say that I'm very, very proud of the achievements. And I can gladly and proudly say that Chima is one of my beloved sons in whom I'm well pleased. Union Assurance was a forerunner of bank assurance in Nigeria. And I'm happy that a lot of companies have adopted that model. Insurance has been making without all the necessary publicities. But the industry has structures. You're talking of Nigerian Insurance Association, you're talking of Title Insurance Institute, you're talking of the Association of Insurance Brokers, Loss Adjusters, Reinsurers. And it's an industry that is well regulated by the National Insurance Commission. So what we are doing today, I must say, it is a total departure from the norm which everybody has known in the insurance marketing industry in awareness creation. It is an innovation. And I'm happy that I'm here present to witness this particular occasion. As a father in the industry and also a father to Chima, I can only add fatherly blessings to this project. And I'm saying that what has been started today that is going to transform into a very big marketing approach in the Nigerian insurance industry and within Africa. Absf, you've done very well. The trust is for you to have come out with this innovation. I am praying that the sacrifices, the support, both from individuals and organizations, that is not going to be in vain. This project will grow from strength to strength, and I believe that it's going to serve as a template and also an inspiration for a lot of young people to think outside the box, to be able to see that creativity and vision can make an impact in a professional setting. I wish to also congratulate all the people who have made out their time. We appreciate you for you to have sacrificed your precious time, and also the support and encouragement you have given to Chima and his team. All the facilitators, all the panelists, and all those who are behind today's event, please accept my congratulations. On that note, I want to talk about the books. I've read 5 of them, the 5-book series written by Chima. You have When Life Happens, The Summation, Amara, Will You Cover Me? I said that the books are well narrated and intriguing. I find the books also very educative. I would recommend the books to be read by many people, even outside this gathering. I'm yet to read My Love Story in Lusaka by Toby. I believe that that book also will be very interesting. The ingenuity of ABSF is highly commendable. Thank you very much for us gathering here, and for all the time created. We are going to move forward to presenting the books, and I'd like to invite Chima himself to come on stage. Chima Nwachukwu.
Please a round of applause for him.
I would also like to have the ABSF trustee members come on stage, if anybody is here among them.
A round of applause for Dr. Toby.
I'd like to hand over the microphone to Chima and also Dr. Toby. And we would like you to tell us, give us a background, a summary of what we are doing today regarding the books. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. In order to have a summary of what we to say individually, I shall just read the review of the book, which captures the essence of our gathering and also what the book is about, the movement this platform is about to lead across Africa. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Karabelo Mashiko, and I am honored to be here and reading the book review that was written by Professor Oscar Oluchua. I hope that I've mentioned his name correctly, and it is my honor to do so. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, storytellers of Africa, custodians of wisdom, and seekers of tomorrow. There is an African proverb, which we have already heard a few times today, that says that until a lion learns how to write, its story will be glorified. Every story will be glory to the hunter. It also says that for decades in the insurance industry, in Africa, we have seen that it has suffered from stories written by distant voices, and it's also been presented as foreign, complicated, and imported, and disconnected from the soul of what the people are. So, however, in this remarkable literary that we are going to be unveiling now, we find that Toby and Karabelo Odumeje, My Insurance, Love in Lusaka, the author Chima Nwakucho, boldly, my apologies if that was incorrect, boldly attempt what many African writers have dared to, right? Also in the book, we can experience that it reclaims insurance as part of Africa's indigenous and intellectual communal heritage. So he also says that the author basically takes us back intellectually and spiritually to Pharaoh's palace over 36 centuries ago, when Joseph, through wisdom, foresight, and resource planning, interpreted dreams and prepared famine, and established one of the history's earliest documented frameworks in risk management and economic protection. What modern society now where to dry their bodies. This book is both memory and math. It is both romance and revolution. It is both story and strategy. And this is what
I had a lot of things to say about the book, but I will cut it as short as possible. So you can actually see here, we have short as possible. So you can actually see here, we have Toby, and then we have Carabello. And I'm sure if you are attentive enough, you'll be able to just get some gist, right? Yes, so this is Carabello and it's Toby, right? Okay, but we are not in love. Okay, so I mean, there's a lot of stories behind this book. I'm sure you would enjoy reading this book. So just to bring us up to speed on the idea behind this book. So I recall some years back, or let me say last year, Toby is doing a lot within the African insurance space. Carabello is doing a lot within the African insurance space. Chima reached out. You guys, we need to recognize what you're doing. And then we said, okay, you know what? Go ahead and do your thing. And then this book came to life. And this book can only grow better and can get to places that it needs to get to with the collaboration of we and you. This book that we are launching today, with your support, we wanted to get to all the regions of Africa, because we are not going to be selling this book to you guys. We're going to be giving it to you guys as souvenir. So it's a free book for today. Yeah, yes, for today. And then again, we know that with your support, we will get it to all the regions across Africa. Carabello, here in Nigeria today, our trip was a little bit funny. So she went all the way from South Africa to Kenya. She was about to cancel her flight from Kenya to Nigeria because of the issues happening in Kenya. But she had to reschedule her flight just to be here. So we cannot appreciate her enough for being here. Okay. So it means a lot to her, to the ABSF group in general, and we want you to support the whole idea by saying, okay, this thing is, we are launching it today, we want you guys to do more. A lot of things has to be done in Africa. I've been preaching this thing across board. Myself and Carabello have gone to nothing less than like 12 countries across Africa, preaching the gospel of insurance across board. And now she's here in Nigeria today. So please, we will not waste too much of your time, because we know the time has already, it's fast spent already. So this session will be very brief, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, we want to be done. So now we want to welcome our mother, the president of NCRIB, to command the official umbrella. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toby. Thank you, Chima. Even as I don't know exactly what my duty is as a book presenter, I don't know what it is, and I'd like to know, so that, like you guys say, I don't fall your hands. So, I need to understand it very well. So just whisper to me. No, whisper to me. Thank you very much. I understand now. And Chima, today has been a fantastic day. We have all seen. And Toby, yeah, combination with him and now with Carabella, along with you guys, have produced what we have tonight. And may I hold one of it, please? There's something we were told today, that our story in insurance, that we just can't keep telling stories without showing. But what Chima has done with everything I've listened to here is not just telling, it's also showing. And showing is by, we know he's telling us story, a fictional story, but he decided to also shows with people that we can relate with, to make it seem real, to make the fictional story feel real, and in a manner that we can relate, with faces that we're very, very conversant with, names that we're very conversant with in the Nigerian insurance industry, and indeed in the African insurance industry, by naming this book Toby and Carabello, and then Odumeje. I'd rather leave that alone now. My insurance lab in Lusaka. And when I saw, I've seen the name of the book before from the invite, but when I saw I looked at the AI generated photograph, and I said, but this is really Toby. And then Carabellos, and I said, this is really her. And then I asked myself, are they trying to say something? And then said, Ekoma, focus, focus. They are not saying anything apart from insurance. That's what we are here for. And then I'm happy he confirmed it too. And from other books that he's written that I have also had the opportunity and privilege to read, from the movie we have watched today, I promise that this is going to be a very interesting read. And I therefore encourage all of us to pick copies, not just for us to read, but also to give to some other people. It is a collective responsibility that we all have, and not just to them for what they have done, but for the entire African industry. We must have the responsibility to keep copies and circulate as widely as possible. They have been very good by the gesture of saying that everyone here gets a free copy. But we also know that it takes a lot to write and publish a book. It takes even much more to produce a movie, although I'm not Ike Nebwe. I'm not at all, but I can only imagine. And so this is the reason that we must also not forget ourselves and know that we must also put some money down, so that it will not only pay for the ones that have been printed, pay for much more that will be printed for wider circulation, so that our stories could be told as widely as possible, and so that he will be able to make more movies. They will be able to make more movies to show workings, like you guys, the younger ones, say, to show workings of the African insurance industry, and not only in Nigeria. I say congratulations to you. I told you that the NCRIB is with you on this journey. We have given what we can for this, but we have another movie. We have other collaborative efforts to do with you. But the company that I am the CEO, Crystal Trust Insurance Brokers, we're going to take away 10 copies, and I'm going to tell you privately how much we're going to give you for that. Congratulations, and please keep up the good work. Just know that we are behind you people, and we like what your generation is, the revolution that you're carrying out in the insurance industry space. Thank you. And I hope I said I therefore present this to you for all of you to buy. Thank you.
Once again, can we please put our hands together? Thank you very much. I think the account is on display. The account is on display. And we want individuals, company to come, take copies to be given to their staffs, colleagues, and friends and family. The account is on display right now. So while that is going on, we are moving up next to the next program, which is the stakeholder recognition. And once again, I will be calling on my brother to do justice to that. Absf Industry Storytelling and Trust Award purpose to recognize individuals who have promoted trust in insurance and bank assurance, inspire the next generation, and advance ethical storytelling and transparency. To moderate this, I'd like to invite my brother, Dr. Toby, to please come forward. Please join me. So please, you'll be joining me to do this. He knows you better than I do. And we are going to be recognizing individuals and organizations who have supported us.
No. Okay, so sincere apologies. The next on the agenda, because I guess we have some guests here that needs to leave. So for the recognition award is what we are going into now. We have different categories of award that we're going to be giving today. So based on the capacity in which these individuals have been able to comb all across Nigeria, we are going to be giving them the award. Everyone here is a winner. Everyone here is an awardee, even though we're not going to be giving everybody a plaque tonight. So, please, go ahead.
Become light across the African insurance landscape. A leader whose story is not written only in titles, but in lives enlightened, women empowered, and futures protected. From Zimbabwe to the wider African continent, she has carried the torch of financial literacy with grace and conviction, teaching that insurance is not fear for tomorrow, but wisdom for tomorrow. Through leadership, advocacy, and lived experience, she has inspired African women to rise boldly in insurance, to sit at tables once closed, to speak where silence once lived, and to shape Africa's insurance story with courage, dignity, and purpose. As president of the Insurance Institute of Zimbabwe, she has reminded the continent that true leadership is not the noise of authority, but the quiet power of lifting others as you rise. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as ABSF proudly honors a beacon of wisdom, a daughter of African resilience, and a storyteller of protection and hope. The recipient of the ABSF Award of Honor, Clementine Chinyuku.
All right, thank you. So, because, okay, I would not do an introduction of Mrs. Clementine because of our time, but just for our information, so she works with Waikari in Zimbabwe, and then she's the president of the Insurance Institute of Zimbabwe. So because of what she's doing, okay, I think even yesterday she became a doctor. I think I need to mention that, yes. So, and she's joining us online. So, madam, well done. Congratulations. And then on behalf of Mrs. Clementine, we'll call Carabello to actually take this on her behalf and then give it to her when she gets to Egypt. Thank you. So yes, please, can we have the president of the chartered for Mrs. Clementine? Thank you. Please, a round of applause for her, please.
Thank you for making it to Nigeria. All odds and your availability to take this on behalf of Clementine. This is Award of Honor presented to Clementine Chinyuku for lightening the paths of financial literacy, inspiring African women in insurance and shaping the continent's insurance story through leadership, advocacy, and life experience. Today, 23rd of May, 2026. Congratulations to you, Clementine.
Thank you so much. So, Ma, we have, Madam, sorry, Ma. We still have like 3 other, no, you can go. We have like 3 other awards. Can we go?
As the cetacean video introduction begins for Joshua Chinandu. In Africa, the drum does not beat for the man who hides in silence. It beats for the one whose voice becomes a bridge for the people. Tonight, ABSF calls forth a son of advocacy, a man who understands that leadership is not the wearing of a bada alone, but the carrying of the burdens of traders, widows, entrepreneurs, and everyday dreamers upon one's shoulders. From the bustling heartbeat of the markets, to the corridors where policies are written like destinies upon paper. His voice has echoed for insurance awareness, for market resilience, and for governance that remembers the ordinary people before the powerful. For when storms gather, the wise do not wait for the rain to stop. They build shelter before the thunder speaks. That is the spirit of insurance. That is the spirit of resilience. And that is the spirit this distinguished honor celebrates tonight. The elders say, the tree that gives shade is never forgotten by those who rested beneath it. Through vocal advocacy and people-first leadership, he has stood as a bridge between protection and the people, between policy and humanity, between governance and compassion. Ladies and gentlemen, ABSF proudly rises to honor a voice of courage, a champion of awareness, a friend of the markets, and a believer that governance must wear the face of the people. Please rise and celebrate the recipient of the ABSF Award of Honor, Joshua Chinandu Obika, member, House of Representatives, Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Yeah, thank you. Do we have any representative, or do we have honorable here with us? Okay. Ike, please, can you just come and let's give you this award on behalf, of course, to give to our honorable. At any point in time, you have the capacity to. Yes, please. Thank you.
Okay, it's not mine, but I know, but I know this is being recorded. Okay. I want to say this award of honor is presented to the distinguished Honorable Joshua Chinandu Obuka for your vocal advocacy in insurance awareness, market resilience, and people-first governance. Today, 23rd of May 2026, we appreciate what you are doing in the House of Representatives, and this award is being received on your behalf. We believe it will get to you. Thank you. We know you will do more.
Celebrates a woman whose knowledge became a lantern in the north, a scholar who turned numbers into protection, research into resilience, and education into empowerment. In a field where many feared the language of actuarial science, she walked boldly like the northern moon, guiding travelers through the desert night, breaking barriers, opening doors, becoming the first female professor of actuarial science in Nigeria. The elders say, when a woman lifts a torch of wisdom, an entire generation sees the road more clearly. Through academic leadership, pension research, and insurance education, she has planted seeds whose fruits will protect families, institutions, and futures yet unborn. She reminds us that insurance is not merely mathematics. It is the science of tomorrow's security. It is wisdom preparing for the unknown before the storm arrives. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as ABSF proudly honors a trailblazer, a teacher of resilience, a mother of actuarial excellence, and a shining daughter of Northern Nigeria, the recipient of the ABSF Award of Honor, Halima Sani Sambo.
Okay, a round of applause for Professor Sambo. So, of course, she's not here. She has sent her sister to
Builds trust is greater than the man who builds walls. Because people sleep peacefully where trust lives. Tonight, ABSF honors a visionary leader whose voice has helped turn insurance from a distant idea into a trusted companion for families and businesses. In a time when many fear uncertainty, he has championed financial resilience through leadership, storytelling, and human connection. Reminding Africa that insurance is not merely policy documents, but promises that stand when storms arrive. The elders say, a good name is a shield stronger than iron. Through innovation, awareness, and purposeful leadership at Sanlam Mali Elders Nigeria Life, he continues to build bridges of confidence between the industry and the people. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as ABSF proudly celebrates a builder of trust, a storyteller of protection, and a champion of financial hope, the recipient of the ABSF Award of Honor, Tunde Mimiko.
A round of applause for Mr. Tunde Mimiko. Yes. So I'm aware he's not here, but of course, Bankole will pick that on his behalf.
Well, we appreciate all that you said earlier on behalf of the industry. And I'm sure you're going to deliver this. Yeah. So this award is being presented by ABSF, an award of honor, to Mr. Tunde Mimiko in recognition for advancing insurance awareness, building trust, and promoting financial resilience through storytelling, visionary leadership. Today, 23rd May 2026. Big thanks to you, Mr. Tunde Mimiko.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Please, a round of applause for our president, please. So the reason why, apart from the fact that she came outside to come and give this award, another reason why we appreciate her over and over again is because we just finished the insurance week yesterday, and she has been everywhere in Lagos, and then she still honored our invitation to be here. I've been looking at her face. I know she's tired, but because of the fact that she is a visionary woman, so she said she has to be here. So please, a round of applause for her, please. Thank you so much, ma'am. Okay, so, and the next, when the panelists and then the moderator finished their session, we forgot to give them their awards. So this time, I want to call on Reverend Sylvester to kindly come up stage to give the award to the speakers and then the panelists. All right, thank you so much, sir. Please, a round of applause for Reverend, please. Thank you so much, sir. Okay, so Bankole, you still come back once again. You still come and receive your award. Here is it, sir.
Panelists presented to Bankole Banjo. When storytellers speak with wisdom, nations remember. In appreciation of your impact, contribution to the ABSF Conference discourse, dated today, 23rd May 2026. Congratulations. We appreciate you.
Okay, so the next on the list, Mr. Ike, please, can we have you upstage? Thank you.
Panelists presented to Ike Nebui. When storytellers speak with wisdom, nations remember. In appreciation for your impactful contribution to the ABS Conference discourse, dated today, 23rd May 2026. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Okay, so we want to call up stage Nike Popola to pick up our own award. Thank you.
ABSF panelists presented to Nike Popola. When storytellers speak with wisdom, nations remember. In appreciation for your impactful contribution to the ABS Conference discourse, dated today, 23rd May 2026. We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Okay, so we have the last but not the least, Judith. But of course, I know she left in the course of the conference. So, okay, so if I think we should. Okay, fine. Just pick it on up. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so if you look at Ifeanyi's face, something should resonate in your mind if you were actually attentive and if you're actually watching that movie. So you'd see that this is the lover boy in the movie, yeah?
The movie was fine. It was quite educative. Moderator presented to Judith Uzoma. When storytellers speak with wisdom, nations remember. In appreciation of your impactful contribution to the ABSF Conference discourse, dated today, 23rd May 2026. Congratulations to her.
All right, thank you so much, Reverend. So, to the last but not the least award we want to be giving, we would have to call our daddy, Chief Theo, to kindly give the awards to our sponsors. So, sir, if you don't mind, thank you so much, sir. All right. A round of applause for Daddy. All right, thank you, sir. So, without our sponsors, today's event will not come into life. So, we always want to leave the last or the last for the end, right? That's how they say it, or the best for the last, right? Okay. So, we have very respectable individuals here representing the organization. So we're going to be calling those organizations one after the other so that they can receive the award on behalf of the organization. So we have Rex Insurance. Can you just give them a round of applause? Do we have a representative here? Okay, he had already left. Okay, so just give it to him later, just to save time. Okay, so Cornerstone Insurance, do we have them here? We don't have them here as well? Ah, okay, so we'll give it to them later then. Okay, for Anchor Insurance, do we have a representative here? Anchor Insurance? No. Okay, let's move. So this session will be very fast because I want us to leave here in the next 15 minutes. God help me. Okay, so for Clapton Re, I know they are not here, but I know they are online. So we'll give it to them in Egypt. Thank you. Okay, so for Getting Insurance, do we have any representative here? I know the MD left in the course of the meeting, so do we have any no, none? Okay, so we'll give it to them later then. Thank you. Okay, so do we have any representative from ICO Insurance here? ICO Insurance? No? Okay, we moved in. We have Sterling Assurance here. Do we have any representative? The outside? Ah, okay, so. For International Energy Insurance, yes, I know the representative of Dr. Joyce Odiachi and president of Mr. Arno. Thank you for coming and thank you for staying all through. Okay, and then I think we have another leader from the organization. Thank you so much.
Yeah, this is sponsor appreciation. Without the sponsors, this event could not have been a reality. So we want to appreciate you, and we're saying that with this award, you'll be challenged to do more for the industry. This is presented to IEI Insurance PLC, that's International Energy Insurance, for your invaluable support and contributions. Your generosity made this event a success. Thank you for standing with us. Dated 23rd May 2026.
Okay, so Crystal Trust, I know mommy left in the course of the meeting, but let me call Dr. Mrs. Yesterday to come and pick it off my behalf, please. Thank you.
Yeah, doctor, welcome. You're going to receive this special appreciation for sponsorship presented to Crystal Trust Insurance Brokers for their invaluable support and contributions. Their generosity made this event a success. Thank you for standing with ABSF. Congratulations, dated 23rd May.
Okay, so we have NIA. I'm not sure they are still here, so I'll think again. I would have to, okay, not again this time, call Miss Adebayi to kindly pick this on their behalf. Thank you, ma.
This award is being presented to Nigerian Insurance Association for their invaluable support and contributions. Their generosity made this event a success. Thank you for standing with ABSF. Thank you.
Okay, so I think the last but not the least, we have Koguna Babura Insurance Brokers. Representing them here, we have Ms. Victoria Ewo. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. You are receiving this award being presented to Koguna Babura Insurance Brokers Limited. I happen to have worked for that company. For your invaluable support and contributions, your generosity made this event a success. Thank you for standing with ABSF, dated 23rd May 2026.
Thank you so much, sir. Please, a round of applause for iChief. Okay, so we have gotten to the end of the program. If you check the brochure, you would see that a lot of things I personally had to use my veto power to skip because, I mean, the house is becoming empty. But there is no way this event today would have happened without, of course, the sponsors, which we just recognized. We want to thank everyone that stayed from the beginning to the end. It can only be you. We couldn't have been speaking to ourselves. If you were not here, trust me, we'll only be speaking to chairs and we wouldn't have started early. Definitely, again, I know that this event was supposed to start by 3. Sincere apologies. We had to shift it to 4 because we needed the numbers. So later on, of course, we had the numbers. But then again, I think the session lasted quite longer than we expected, but I'm sure we all had one or two things, to pick from the session. So once again, I want to say a big thank you to everyone for coming. I wish you a wonderful day. I wish you a wonderful week, and I wish you the best of your activities. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. A round of applause for Dr. Toby. On this note, we want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's share the grace and fellowship, ladies and gentlemen. The grace of our Lord Jesus Christ, the love of God, and the sweet fellowship of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Surely, forever and ever.